You know, the last time it was echoing. Yeah, just hold on 1 second. Okay, we good.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my brothers and sisters on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. I want to take this special moment to thank Dr. Bill Williams to accept our invitation. We really appreciate you, Doc. I want to introduce our host for today, Mr. Michael Ojongtambia. As you guys know that he is an engineer. He has been in this company for more than 2 years, and he is an asset to this company. I want us to please welcome Mr. Michael Ojongtambia. Mr. Michael?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday show. Dr. Bill, we want to appreciate you. We want to thank you for all you do for us. I mean, taking this time, excuse me, to come and spend with us today. So for us all who are here, I just want to say thank you for coming. So we're going to start immediately with the presentation. We go with an unpassive presentation for our guests who are right here. Then the flow we go next. You people can ask Dr. Bill whatever question you have for him. He's right here. At least today we'll take the opportunity to know him more. We used to see him on corporate webinars. We've not had the opportunity to be with him one-on-one on a platform like this to ask him those questions that are burning for us, right? Because I know he talks a lot. He talks a lot of things that when you listen to them, they are mind-blowing. But today we have that opportunity to ask him all of those questions. Who is Dr. Bill Williams, right? So he will tell us who he is today. I will be very grateful, and we appreciate you for all you do for us, sir. So to start off, let me start off my presentation with this one. Okay, my name is Michael Ojongtambia, and as all of you people know, maybe let me go a little bit to my slides, then I'll continue from there. Dr. Benny, do I have permission for my slides now? No? Yes? Do I have them?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So the presentation is titled Unpassive is in Burj Khalifa. Do we accept that? Yes, Unpassive is in Burj Khalifa. So as we are on the top of Burj Khalifa, it means a lot to us, right? So we are here. Now, for me, this is what we'll be going through today, okay? This is my agenda of the day. We'll just go slowly. As we go, things are getting better, right? So we go slowly, no fighting here, just slowly. And Dr. Benny is very strict at her rules. You people should follow her rules, otherwise she'll be so mad at everybody, right? Please, let's respect our company. So she gave a brief introduction of myself. My name is Michael Ojongtambia. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I'm a civil engineer. I'm a petroleum engineer. And I'm a system reliability engineer in the IT field. And I'm also a Red Hat certified Linux system admin information technology instructor. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I joined Unpassive on the November the 17th, 2020. So let me tell you people this little story before I continue. Now, I came to Canada some years back. And when I came to Canada, I was in school to obtain my petroleum engineering degree. So I went one day to a shopping mall and I met some people. Then one guy that I met there came up and said, "Oh, wow, I have an opportunity." Okay. I'm like, okay, what opportunity do you have? He said, everything in the world now is going gold. Say people are holding reserves in gold and all of that, telling me, he said, if you join this company, you make a lot of money for your family, generational wealth and all of that. I'm like, okay, wow. I said, so what's the name of the company? He told me the name. Now, I said, how do I join? He said, oh, even if you join the company, you don't need to recruit, you don't need to bring people into the company. The only thing you need to do is to get the highest position of the company. Because I'm a Canadian, at that time, I could get a student loan to go to school. So I was on my student loan. My student loan just came in. And I decided, I said, oh no, yeah, I can do this business. If I pay some money there, then I go more on schooling. I can go more to I can go more to work more to get some more money so that I can complete my fees and things like that. So I took the there's a position they call the VIP exclusive, and it is 12,500 US dollars. I'm like, okay, wow, yeah, I can get this. I paid that money, 12,500 US dollars. Until day as we speak, I've not gotten up to 1,000 Canadian dollars, which is smaller even than US dollars for that for that business, the opportunity. So am I owing fees? Yes, I'm still owing my student loan because I used my student loan up and I've not gotten anything to complete a student loan. Am I in debt? Yes, I'm in debt because I need to pay the money. So sometimes opportunity comes to people's life, and when you think of what you've gone through in the past, you'll be like, oh no, that's not what I want to get into again, right? So my trusted friend, who was my classmate in high school back in Cameroon, she's in Iowa in the United States. She contacted me with Unpassive. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. From all what I went through with the other one that I've not.
You're muted.
Yeah, somebody muted me mistakenly. Thank you. So they said, I told her, I'm like, oh no, I'm not sure I should be interested in this kind of a thing because the past was not a good one for me, right? I went into something I've not got it. I'm still owing the money. Now, what happens? So I am in debt, right? So I told her, no, I'm not interested. So she said, well, you are in the IT field. Take a look at it, Engineer Mike, and get back to me. I'm like, oh, okay, but I didn't still look at it. She insisted I didn't still look at it. She insisted I did not still look at it. After some days, she came back to me. She's like, okay, I know that you are not taking it serious. You don't see any reason for you getting that. I'm like, okay, but I'm fine. Don't be worried. She said, okay, what I need you to do is just to give me your email address. I'm like, okay. I gave her my email address. I didn't know what she wanted to do with, right? She just said, give me my email address and I'll send something to you. I'm like, okay. So she went and she registered me and she told me, oh no, you should get into your system, go to that email, check it and all of that. So I went there and activated the account and all of that and I became a founder. So when I became a founder, that was on November the 17th, 2020, I went straight to my back office, okay? Try to understand what is going on. I saw a lot of videos from Jeffrey Morlock, from Charles Osong, Dr. Bill Williams sitting us with here, Marty DeGamo, all the other nice leaders that have put on videos for us to be watching, Mike Ellis. So I started understanding the concept. Then I read a lot of it again. Then I started going to webinars. I was attending webinars. Then I met Dr. Benny. She took me to a group and I learned more there. And now, as the time started going back, I started trying to fill myself into the unpassive. I'm like, what should I do? I started attending webinars and building my own slides. I started doing slides and I started doing presentations in various places. I've gone to various interviews to see my strength in understanding the business. That's how I became what I am today. And Dr. Bill Williams will tell you that St. Michael is an asset, okay? Because we go, we learn, okay? You learn what is going on. Now, so I became now part of this business. Okay, I have this, my inspirational quote that goes, it says, only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. That was by Robert F. Kennedy. Now, in the business world, we have one of the gurus. He is called Warren Buffett. He has his own quote that he always says, most people use it, and it makes a lot of sense. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay, I want to give you people some global statistics of some kind of stuff that it will amaze you for you to understand or to know what we are talking about here today. Now, I want to start is a global statistic for e-commerce for 2022. It says the global commerce market is expected to total of 5.55 trillion in 2022. That figure is estimated to grow over the next few years, showing that borderless commerce is becoming a profitable option for online retailers. Global retail sales growth will continue to rise and make up more retail market shares. According to eMarket, online retail sales will reach 6.17 trillion by 2023, with e-commerce websites taking up to 22.3% of the total retail sales. Wow. What does this mean to us? We are getting into a business. This business is an online business. It's a business that has products. These products will be utilized online by everybody in the world. So by us seeing the figures here, it means our company, which is, you see the company as we go along, will be part of the beneficiaries of this amount of money that is coming. 6.17 trillion by 2023. This is just next year, right? We are almost half of the year, right? Next month will make us fully half of the year. So these projections are telling you that e-commerce is something. And is this supposed to make us excited? Yes, because we will be part of it. We'll be part of this income. Okay. Now, let's say the internet use. Let's talk about internet users in the world. The global total has grown by 1.8% over the past year, with 95 million new mobile users since this time of last year. Global internet users have climbed to 4.95 billion at the start of 2022, with internet penetration now standing at 62.5% of the world's total population. Is this something that should also get us excited? Yes, because our business is an online-based business. What you need to conduct business with OnPassive is just to have internet connection. That's it. Mobile devices. So we are saying that the mobile devices and internet users are increasing, and by 95 million new mobile users. Are these our potential customers? Yes, these are potential customers to OnPassive because our business is online. Okay, so this is something that we should be getting excited about. Now, if you look at these statistics that I have here for the world, we start with the top one, that is Africa. The population that we have is 1,394,588,547 people. okay, are using the internet. Now, the next population that we are talking about now is Asia. Asia has a population of 4,350,826,899 people on the internet. Are these our potential customers? Yes, they are. We have the one for Europe, we have for Latin America, we have North America, Middle East, Oceania, and the world total gives us to 7,934,716,815 people use the internet. So we just round up, we just say this is 8 billion people using the internet. Are these our potential customers? Yes, they are. So let's go down and see our products and see all what our company is all about. Then you will know that what I'm telling you right now is what is coming in the future, and we're going to benefit. Now, who is in charge of this? It is our CEO and founder. He is called Mr. Aj Mufare. Okay. Mr. Aj Mufare is the CEO and founder. This is his picture. This is him right here. And who is Mr. Aj Mufare? So Mr. Aj Mufare attended an American Intercontinental University for a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce, and Harvard University for artificial intelligence traffic generation. Mr. Aj Mufare is a well-established and well-known genius who has more than 20 years of experience in the upgrading technologies. The master of digital solution, as we call him, has always supported AI technology and has used it to develop powerful tools that will help any individual to establish a successful business. The tools. Now, our office is registered in Orlando, Florida, at the 5th floor of this building, as you see there, but it will be moved to Delaware very soon with the advice of our legal team. Now, next, our production center is found in Hyderabad, where our tech team is. This is where our production goes on. All the engineers, all the technicians, all of them, the incredible people that Mr. Aj Mufare put together to put up this OnPassive journey for us, they are found in this building. This is where they work. We have more than 800 employees there already. Now, we have another outstanding building, which is the tallest building in the world. It is called the Burj Khalifa. For everybody who knows Burj Khalifa, it is found in Dubai. On the 30th of March, we started our mega compounded marketing campaign, which started in Dubai or United Arab Emirates on this building, the Burj Khalifa. So we are owning 2 floors in this building. The first one is floor number 134, and the next one is floor number 151, which is the tallest office. This makes us having the tallest office in the world, in the biggest building in the world, the tallest building, which is above 800 meters long. So the physical address is right here in the downtown Dubai. If you want to, that is it. Now we have another office in Singapore. This is its physical address. We are developing in many other countries. We're just going. So all of you sitting here, our guests for today, I want to ask you some smart business questions. If you are with me, if you answer them, if your answer is yes to them, then we'll move forward and you get the presentation in full. Now, are you tired working for someone? Are you tired of failing in business? Are you tired of working so hard and not getting any headway? Are you tired of failing in online business or any other kind of business? Do you want financial freedom? That's all of us need, right? Are you thinking of owning your own business? If your answer to this is yes, then just follow me. Let's go along. So OnPassive will be that company that will bring that solution to you. As we speak, just about 20 minutes before we came to this webinar, I took the total founding positions that we have or founders that we have now. We have 1,313,148 people in this movement on passive. So we have our 4 pillars, and we have the acronym of it is called CATMO, CATMO. The C stands for complete digital solution. The A stands for automation and artificial intelligence. The T for targeted traffic. M for money for everybody. So everybody that is involved in the on-passive ecosystem will be reaping some kind of revenue. Now, the O stands for on-passive, which is our business. It is spelled ONPASSIVE, all upper cases, or we call it, or it's either upper cases or the capital letters, right? Now, excuse me, what is on-passive? We are talking, what is even on-passive? On-passive is an information technology IT company registered in the state of Florida in the United States of America. On-passive is a very massive and gigantic digital platform with 50 plus products all in the same place with one sign-on, which will provide services to the entire business world. On-passive is a one-stop solution for any type of business, be it online or offline. The products are integrated with each other. They speak to each other, they talk to themselves. Our platform is powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. That is on-passive. That is what we are, and that is the products that we have. So we want to talk about our business model. The first one I want to talk about is our tools. We have 50 plus tools that they are still developing them and coming. By the time we are done, or by the time our CEO says we should go public, I'm sure I don't even know how many products we'll be having. That will be something else. We talk about targeted traffic. Our CEO, his algorithms are one of the best in the world to bring or to drive traffic to our business. Now, our costs, we are very pocket friendly. On-passive business is one of the best in the world because we are pocket friendly. You will see that as we go along. Automation, most of our system, our processes is just one click and you get what you want to see. Reason being that most of the time, if you have to type or you have to do a lot of things by yourself, we are prone to errors. Okay, human beings are prone to errors. But when they automate all the processes, it reduces a lot of errors. And any kind of person, you don't need to be educated to come to on-passive and you will win. We don't need an education here. You just need to know how to turn on your devices, either your phone, your laptop, or your desktop, and you will win. The next one is revenue. So everybody involved in the on-passive ecosystem will be generating some kind of income, being even you be a founder, or you be a reseller, or you be a customer, you will win. Now, what are some of the benefits to become a founder? As a founder, what do you benefit? We do not have to recruit. You don't need to recruit. No auto shipment. You don't have to be coming out of your pocket every month to be paying auto shipment. It's 100% done for you. Our systems are so good that they are 100% done for you. We have 50 plus available products available for business. All our products are on one platform. So all tools built from scratch. We don't have no templates that we are imitating. Our tools, our systems, everything was built from scratch. Now, the best proprietary tools of the highest quality. Wow. And the best price for an online business. Now, talking about our products in on-passive, we have our products are viable, they are reliable, they are organic or bioorganic. Let me explain these words to you. When we say viable or viability, what does that mean? It means most people need it. When I see that word viability, that is what brought Dr. Benny to OnPassive. She is still so excited when she hears that word viability. What does that mean? She was in a when she joined OnPassive, she was in a presentation like this when of one of our big leaders, Mr. Charles Osson, was talking about what viability is. And what he always used is the cell phone, how viable our cell phones are. Just imagine you women, you want to go to the supermarket and you leave your phone home and you are in the supermarket like for 2 hours. Because I know you people like to put your things in your phone, maybe your credit card, maybe your driver license in the case of your phone. Just imagine that you're in the shop, then you forget your phone home. You have to come back home. Just imagine you miss some communication, you people need to get a family reunion and things like that, and you don't have your phone. You can die, right? So that's how viable OnPassive products are. I can see Auntie Marie just smiling. She can't do without her phone. So the phone is very viable for women. For us, the men is different. For women, oh my G. So that is how viable our products are. People want them. Reliable. How our products reliable. The word reliability means how it can be sustained, right? So our products, they are being fabricated or being made using 21st century cutting edge technology, which is some people are still dreaming about the kind of technologies, artificial intelligence. That is what we have in our products. Bioorganic or organic means it is built from scratch. Okay, those are the words. Now I will go to our website and I will tell you about O Bless, O Chat, O Academy, O Connect, and O Tracker. Those are the products I want you to see some of them. Okay. How do I go here? Go. Okay. So I want to go to our website to show you our website. So if you go to your browser, you type onpassive.com, just onpassive.com, you will be there. So let me type it. On onpassive.com. You see, most of us founders in our browsers, you always see we have onpassive.com all the time there, right? Because we go there, we check, we see the beauty of our company. We go through it. Look at it. It says OnPassive, power of IT solutions. Wow. Now, look at it. Look at it. It has a disclaimer. So this disclaimer, you must read it. If you are new, read it to know what the disclaimer is talking about. Okay. It is telling you that we don't promise people to get rich. This get rich quick scheme. No, no, no. We are not into that. So if you read it and go through, you will see all the information. We have already read it so many times. That's why we can just close it and go. Now, if you click on this become a founder, you can become a founder there. But the best way that we want to let you do it is go back to the person who brought you up, who invited you to this meeting. There's a person that you will sign on. The person will give you a link to sign on. Okay. So look at how these are crystals in our. You see the crystals are going round and round and round. Wow. So you can click on find out more. You have blogs, videos, we have carriers, blogs, support, and all of that. So you can go through our support to know more information if you want to. If you come to these three vertical lines, you click on them, you will see contacts, you will see a lot of other information, home, products. So we want to be on the product side. I want to click on products. That's what excites us in OnPassive, our products. Now, the first one say O Academy. Let's talk about the O Academy. Okay. O Academy is our educational platform. Okay. Let's take it. Everybody, we are logging from into this Zoom from all over the world, from various places. Let's take that. You want to, I come from Cameroon, okay, in the central Central African region, a country called Cameroon. Okay. Now, let's say in my village, okay, I have subscribed one of my uncles to OnPassive, okay, and they have this platform of Academy, okay. So just imagine kids can go from kindergarten right up to PhD just learning from home. All they need is to get internet connection and be subscribed to OnPassive, and they can learn. So let's talk about some specific features that this Academy has. Number one, it is translated to so many languages. So you can be listening to a course, an instructor is talking in German, but if you are English speaking, you can be hearing it in English, you can be hearing it in different languages. That's how good Academy is. It has another tool, it's called whiteboard collaboration. So whiteboard collaboration means the teacher is teaching and he is writing on the board. He is scribing and you people can see all what he's scribing. And we have another tool which is called distraction detector. Okay. So if the teacher is teaching and people are distracted, kids and people, he can call them to order because that is alarming and telling him, oh, there are some people who are distracted. And guess what again? We have artificial intelligence embedded into this platform in all our products. And they can talk to each other. We can we can we can accommodate so many other and products and we put them into Academy and they will still work. For instance, they can bring another product called O Connect and put it there so that people can be using it too for communication. That is Academy for you. People from the remote areas can study from kindergarten right up to PhD, just sitting home. Only thing you need is to be connected to the internet. That's it, and have a platform like this. The next project that I want to talk is Obless. Every 90% of unpassivians are in unpassive today because of Obless. Obless is making waves in the world. People are already so happy with the platform. It is a crowdfunding platform that will bring a lot of people together in the world. People have projects they want to accomplish before in their lives, but this was not so true because all the platforms that you go through, yeah, so they're so somehow. But what we got in Obless, let's talk about it. Now, I'm telling you again about my village. I come from Manfe in the Manu division in Cameroon. We are poor people in my area. So, for instance, if I want to build a hospital in Manfe, okay, I will come to Obless. And what will I do? I will create an event, okay? So you can create or generate so many crowdfunding events going on in Obless at the same time 1,000, 2,000, how many? You can count it. So I said, oh no, I want to build this hospital to my people. And how much does it cost? Let's say we are 1 million founders in OnPassive now. Okay. So I said my project is about 5 million or 7 million. So I will generate that cost and I will put it there. So every founder, I will plead to founders, say, oh, people chip in. This is my cost. I have a 7 million project. So people can give just $7 and it will be 7 million if we are 1 million of us, right? But some other people can give more than that. But guess what? Even if the people give and the money comes out to be 20 million instead of 7 million, Obless is handing all of that money to you, this platform. They are not keeping anything for some platform. They'll tell you that, oh, they want to keep it for administration and all of that. No, no, no. Obless gives you every penny. So if we are in visage of getting a 7 million project and we ended up getting a 20 million project, a $20 million, they give all the money to you. That's what Obless will do. And you accomplish your project. And you can use the other money, the leftover, for another project. Isn't that what we have been looking for all our lives? All of us sitting here today. That's what we've been looking for, to help all of us that are willing to help. This is the right platform to us, okay, or for us. So all our listeners, all our guests today, this is what is moving, and this we call this. This is our the signature product identifier of OnPassive is Obless. This product. It was launched to us on the 30th of March this year. Our CEO was doing a lot of work already in India. We did not know about it, but he brought it to us on the 30th of March. Obless is doing a lot already for the Indian population, providing them medication, providing them food, and all of that. OnPassive is a humanitarian place to be, and it is a home for all of us. It is a movement. Now, I want to talk about the next one is O-Tracker. O-Tracker is a tracking product that can help in tracking a lot of things, okay? So what it does is it changes your IP address to your exact location. So what does that mean for us business people? Let's say Dr. Benny has her business. She opens a business in where she lives in Potomac. Is it Potomac, Dr. B?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase, okay. She has a store in Chevy Chase. That store, she sells some traditional wear for us Africans. Now, in that store, people go online to order stuff from the shop, okay? Now, what happens is that every person that comes online to her shop, this system, O-Tracker, will bring the person, we will see the person's country, the person's city, the person's email, the person's IP address, and also the timestamp, the time when the person logging into your website, and the browser the person used. This is what O-Tracker is capable of doing. So for instance, let's say Dr. Benny's customers are coming more from New York to do ordering, okay? So now, if we go to the statistics to check, we will see that she has many people that come to our company from to our website from New York. So what will happen? It will make our systems as intelligent as they are, with AI embedded in them, to make a decision, a good market decision for them to be able to send more traffic now to New York. So more traffic to Dr. Benny's website will be coming from New York, and people will come and buy. That's what O-Tracker can do, okay, for the business people. Now, the next one that I wanted to talk about is what was that? Not this one, not this one, not this one. Was O-Chat and O-Connect. Okay, awesome. Let's start with O-Chat. So O-Chat is our virtual employee. Remember, we tell you that, oh, you don't have to recruit nobody. So when you don't recruit nobody, and we say everything is done for you. So when you sleep on your bed, okay, O-Chat will be the person on your website. When people come to your website, log in, O-Chat will be communicating with them. Or give questions, you answer them, give questions, O-Chat will be answering them, will be interacting with people until when O-Chat don't have answers, it will be able to connect you to a live customer service representative, and the customer service representative will be talking to you and will help you out. Now, this other thing again, we're talking about the world rotates. For instance, now in PNG or in Australia, they have their time should be excuse me, about 2 a.m. But we are already in the day. So they are 2 a.m. in the next day. They are already on a Monday. Remember, the world rotates, right? So it starts from like Australia, it goes to Asia. From Asia, it goes to Middle East, Africa and Europe, then come to the North and South America, you know. So there are different time zones. So just imagine that you get up in your morning and you see your O wallet, okay? You see your O wallet. Your O wallet has about 0 francs or $0 in it, depending on the currency that you use in your own area. Then, when you get up in the morning, for us in the North America, you see about 200 US dollars in your account. Wow. You'll be like, where did this money come from? But it is coming because when you are sleeping, Ochat is on work and Ochat is selling. So every time Ochat sells, immediately the company gives your own commission. So when you sleep, when you are sleeping, you had $0 in your account. But when you get up and you will see $200, the money came because Ochat was working for you while you were sleeping. So this come to 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 um conclude to the analogy or to the statement that Warren Buffett used to make. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So while you are sleeping, Ochat is working for you. So Ochat makes $200 revenue for you while you were sleeping. Isn't that amazing? That's what all of us are looking for, right? Okay. The next one is O Connect. Wow. We are talking about O Connect more because O Connect is one of those products that we bring is huge and will bring us a lot. You know why? Due to the fact that there was this pandemic, you know, a lot of people that have a kind of audiovisual platforms made a lot of money. Right now, we're talking on another audiovisual platform, which is called Zoom. We are using Zoom. Everybody got connected to Zoom before getting into this presentation today, right? So O Connect is an audiovisual platform, but it has so many different things. Let's talk about them. The features. Number one, we want to talk about its unlimited population. So let's say on Zoom now, we have a corporate account that goes up to 20,000 people per session. But guess what? Sometimes when we get up to 15 or to 18,000, it start kicking people out. Sometimes our CEO is not even able to get into into Zoom. They have to. I mean, then sometimes you don't have to chat on the Zoom, put emojis. It will be reducing people. People will not be able to get into the Zoom. But guess what? We have unlimited. Be it 1,000, 1,000,000, a billion people on an O Connect session will still function. That's how good we are. Okay. Another thing is translation. The next feature is translation. O Connect is translated to over a lot of languages. So let's say our CEO is Mr. Aj Mufara. He sits in USA. He wants to talk to us, okay, on an O Connect session. We tune in, all of us from all over the world. People from India, people from Japan, people from France, people from China, excuse me, people from Germany, and people from Cameroon. So we are logging into the Zoom session. He speaks in English. So people in Japan will listen to in Japan or Japanese language. The people in Germany will be hearing that presentation in German. The people in Spain will be hearing it in Spanish. The people in Japan will be hearing it in Japanese. That's how good it is. Now, what does that mean to us? A lot. You remember in United Nations, when people go for a seminar, they put in all these earpieces, it translates for them. But here, we don't need it because our system is translated. Wherever you are located, it translates that language to you and you listen to it in that language. Now, it has another feature, which is artificial intelligence in it. Okay, we've talked about the population. It doesn't have no limit. We've talked about the translation, and we have artificial intelligence in it as well, right? So all our products have artificial intelligence. And remember, this product can be embedded in so many other products. It has API, okay, which means they can integrate it to other systems like O Academy for people to study using O Connect, right? Okay, that is it. let's go back to our slide now and see what we got left. So those are the products for OnPassive. Let me go back to let me go back to the slides and we can talk about how to become a founder, okay? Because we are OnPassive, right? Now, what are the founding costs? So the founding cost, I remember I told you that OnPassive is very pocket friendly, right? It's 97 US dollars. Okay. So if you're using your card, it gives you plus $5 US administrative fee. But guess what? It comes with a lifetime money back guarantee. If you log into OnPassive today and you say, oh no, I don't like it, 30 days, you go behind your back office again. There's a spot there you communicate with the team and they'll give you back your money. But guess what? Our CEO has even made it so much more better now. He said he will not even give you even only $95. If you want $100, he'll give it to you. So he'll be returning you by $100. I think there are only people who have confidence in what they are doing can be telling you that kind of belongingness. Yes.
Confidence.
Confidence, yes. If you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you cannot tell people that kind of a statement. See, you come to pay $97, but he says if you go back and you say you don't like it, he gives you 100. So you'll be making $3 gain of what I mean. So now you'll be coming out of your pocket again on the second time to pay for your subscription. We don't know the price yet, but jump in now that we see how the chances, right? The things are going, okay? OnPassive is fast moving. We are soon going to the wall. Now, the reason that you have to pay for that subscription, because we are subscription-based business, is that just imagine that you have a supermarket, a store in the market, okay? If you don't go and open that store, you will not be able to sell, right? You will not be able to sell. So, but if you go and pay that subscription, it means your shop is open for the public to come and buy. That's just how it is. So we'll be coming out to our own from pocket again one time. So, but our CEO will tell us when the time is ready, right? Now, my source of my presentation, I got a lot from our website, and I got a lot from this the state.com website as well for the statistics for you people today. Now, the time is coming to an end now, people. The founding position is soon closing. So what we are encouraging you to join OnPassive today so that you can be enjoying what we are enjoying. You see, if you look at everybody here, we are logging from various countries. Dr. Bill Williams from USA, Auntie Maripendi, USA, Dr. Benny, USA, Amadine Jakoti, USA, Olga, Belgium, and I am logging in from Canada. So we are a family. Judy from Canada. Just look at, we are from different places. There are so many people from Ireland and other places, right? People, join us. The Vanguard is over. So my conclusion is that with the what we have, $97 value, you gain a family because we've gained a family. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed what I just went through here. Dr. Benny, are you there? Over to you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Michael, for this outstanding presentation. I want to ask each and everyone, did you guys enjoy his presentation? Awesome. So those, if you are a guest here, go back to the person who brought you here or who introduced OnPassive to you and join, because we don't have that much time. No, we do not. Now, at this moment, I want to find out from each and everyone, if you're new, could you please raise your hands if you have any question? If there are no questions, it means that he did his job. And after this, I have some people that will ask some few questions to Dr. Bill Williams. I have one question for him. Then I have some few ladies to ask questions. And then anyone who have any question, they can ask. So I just want to find out from each and everyone, Raise your hands electronically if you have any problem, if you have any question. I'm talking to our guest. All right. I see no hands raised, right? Okay. At this moment, I have a question. I just want to ask our Dr. Bill Williams.
Dr. Benny.
Yes.
You want to introduce Dr. Bill Williams first, please?
I did.
Dr. Benny, sorry, Auntie Marie, sorry, Dr. Benny. Okay, I was seeing Mino's hand. She was trying to put her hand up. Okay, go, Mino.
Unmute yourself, please, Mino. Thank you.
So let's say that the income is generated, so when it's deposited on the O wallet, in America we have to pay tax. How does that work?
Let me ask you a question. Are you new?
Yes, I just registered with Dr. Williams.
No problem. Engineer Mike.
Okay, ma'am. Excuse me. So what our CEO always tells us is that with what we'll be generating as income in non-passive, we should pay our taxes. Whatever country you are, be it Cameroon, be it Ireland, be it UK, be it Canada, we should pay our taxes. So by the end of each year, the company will be issuing you a 1099 for all the income that you made. Is it 1099 they call, Dr. Bill? It's 1099, right? Yeah, so in 1099, they'll give it to you. In Canada, we call it T4. They'll give it to you and you will use to filing for your taxes. So whatever amount of money that you made is registered in the system and they will give you a 1099. That's why he encourages us to say, if you be wanting to be creating your non-for-profit foundations, you can do that. But guess what? We have a lot of CPAs that are in unpassive, okay? When that time reaches, when we are launching, they'll be having sessions and be educating us on the steps to follow when it concerns finances, okay? Are you satisfied, Mino? You are muted. If you're talking to us, you're muted.
How are we going to be safe as far as our confidential information and against ID theft and things like that?
Okay, so number one, we have Dr. Benny will add to that, okay? She's a cybersecurity expert as well, so she will tell you more about security. I want to talk about security now. Number one thing, unpassive is very safe because we have artificial intelligence in all our products. So O Wallet will be having a lot of security on it. Our systems that we use, most of our servers are Linux servers, and Linux comes with its own another security, 2 levels of security. Number one, the artificial intelligence. Number two, we have what is called security enhanced Linux. Then we have artificial intelligence. So our data is safe. Then we'll be having our own data center for our data to be kept and stored. And we'll be having a cloud computing environment too for us. I don't know if that answers your question, man. Thank you. Dr. B, over to you. Are you satisfied, Mino? Okay, then Dr. Ben, continue with Uncle Roger, please.
Thank you so much. Uncle Roger, I know that you're a founder. Do you have a comment, please? I know you're a founder. Do you have a comment?
Unmute
Please.
yourself, please. You're muted.
Unmute yourself, please.
Uncle Roger.
Yeah, you blocked me, Dr. B. I cannot do it.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
Who's in Phoenix Hot 8?
I changed his name already, but I don't know what happened. Thank you so much, Brother Rogers.
Yeah, that's all what I wanted to know.
Thank you,
And
sir.
then I wanted to add something.
Know
Okay,
that
go
your
ahead.
co-host, Uncle Roger. Your co-host, so you can regulate stuff. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I want to thank Dr. Bill to be here, to come, and to add something when Engineer Mark was talking about being excited. I just wanted to add being extremely super excited. That's all what I wanted to add at this time.
Thank you, Brother Rogers. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your support. Thank you so much for coming as well. There is somebody called,
Paul Zakaria is coming. I think it's people from PNG because his place is dark. Zakaria, are you from PNG?
okay.
Dr. B, you can continue.
That's okay. There's one guy called Mr. Francis. Where are you, Mr. Francis? Mr. Francis Olaniran. Okay, good. Do you have a question, sir? Okay, let me unmute you, please. Go ahead. Unmute yourself, sir. Go ahead, sir. Ask your question, sir.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be in this group. This is my first time of attending a webinar, having been invited in by Alhaji Ibrahim from Ilorin. Talking from Nigeria. I'm in Lagos. Now, I just want to find out that if I have some other people, because I've been mobilizing other people that they will want to join, can I register them on my own? Supposing they want to register, but they don't have the fund. Can I do that from my own side? Can I register them on my own?
Yes, sir. You can. You register them under you, but you go ahead and create an email address for them and then register them under you. Okay?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Okay. Thank you.
We appreciate your support, sir. You have more questions, sir?
I really enjoy. No, I just want to appreciate you that I have been so entertained, and I'm highly impressed. I'm super impressed. And I wish that this will go to high heavens for success in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate your support.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Just to let you know, we don't have that much time, sir. Go ahead and register your people or your friends at the moment. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any more questions? If not, then I am going to ask Dr. Bill Williams something. Does anyone, I'm just talking about like, oh, okay, Ma, Ewa, go ahead, please. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
I am Ewa. I came from Nigeria.
Sure. Ask your question, please.
I am Ewa. I came from Nigeria.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to appreciate Dr. Michael for that wonderful presentation. And I want to understand what he meant by online and offline products.
Certainly. Engineer Mike, proceed, sir.
So when I say online and offline business, let me give you an example. Yeah. Okay. So you and I were doing business. My own business is online. So what's my business online? I have a school that I teach IT online, okay? And the school is called D&M Linux Links. Now you have your own, you have a restaurant. and your restaurant is somewhere. Where do you say you're coming from? What place?
Nigeria,
Ilorin?
Nigeria.
Ilorin or where?
Calabar in Nigeria.
Calabar.
Cross River State.
Akwa Ibom.
Yes.
Okay.
Cross
Okay.
River,
Cross
not
River.
Calabar, not Akwa Ibom. Not
Okay.
Akwa Ibom.
Calabar. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say you have a restaurant which is in front of the Embassy of Cameroon in Akwa Ibom, in Calabar, right? You know that
Yes.
place? The Embassy
Yes.
of Cameroon. That area is
Yes.
very busy. Let's say you have a restaurant in front of the Embassy of Cameroon. Then my own business is my school that I do online. Now, you will need to do advertisement of your business. You will not just sit like that. You tell people about your restaurant, okay? You will give people advertisement. You can make flyers and sell to people. You have this classy restaurant. I have a restaurant. I have my own business online, okay? Now, people who have phones, we have seen the statistics I gave us right here. It's about 8 billion. So everybody who is online can get into my school because they can type it and they will see it. But you need to do your own advertisement all the time to tell people, oh, I have food. People who come to eat food in your restaurant, they will go to and tell people, oh, you know that restaurant? That restaurant is owned by Ewa. Wow, that restaurant is nice. By the word of mouth, that is called word of mouth, okay? Now, my own is online. People will come online. They will check it more. They will more access to my own because it is online than your own that it is offline. Does it make any sense?
Yes, sir. I understand. Please, how can I register?
To Unpassive?
For the business.
Okay,
Yes, how can I register for the business?
Okay, who brought you here? Who invited you to this seminar?
Mr. Malodin.
Okay, is Mr. Malody a founder?
Yes.
Perfect. So you will go to Mr. Malody. He will give you his link, and if you're working with him and you don't see if he cannot help you that much, we are all leaders here. You see all of us here. We are global leaders. From Dr. Bill to everybody here, we are global leaders. So you can contact any person here that Mr. Melody know. We have Aisha. I have Aisha. She's a co-host right here. She can send you her number. Aisha, can you send her your number, please, for mentorship? Aisha, are you here? Aisha is right here.
And the time is very short, so you got to really do it fast. So yes, before the door shuts out.
Okay.
So we have Aisha here. We have Gideon Izemba. All of them are from Nigeria. They are leaders from Nigeria. They can help you in that registration process. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So you go to the person who brought you. He will give you his link and you register. Okay, madam.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And register as many accounts as you want to enter. Your families. The time is short. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'm grateful. Bye bye.
You're very welcome, Madam Ewa. Thank you. We're glad you're happy with the answer. Thank you.
Okay.
Dr.
Thank
B,
you.
over to you, please. Let me know.
Oh, yes.
Your day.
Madam Ewa, you know, I love your name. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for you. Yes, ma'am. As soon as you register, you and I, we are going to work as a family. Huh?
Okay.
Thank you, sis.
Okay.
Yes, sister. If you have any problem, you can call me. That's fine.
Okay. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Benny,
yes,
there's somebody raised their hand. iPhone, I think she can't rename herself.
Oh, okay. Could you please,
iPhone.
what is your name, please?
What is your name? Okay, I will unmute her.
You have two people hand up, Dr. B.
Okay, brother.
What is your name, my phone?
Yes, what is your name, iPhone? What is your name, please?
Ik ben die Sanusi. Sanusi.
Sanusi. Okay.
I'll
do that.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Let me proceed. Oh, do you have a question?
I register, but the payment is not going through. But I don't know if I want to make a payment, I have to start over.
No, if you have already registered, right, and it's time for the payment, just wait, because some of us are having the same problem. Please just give some time, maybe tomorrow. I think they're performing some web maintenance at the moment.
I don't have to start over.
No, you don't have to start over because you have already registered.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
So the next step will be the payment. So please just give us some time. Try it tomorrow, please. Yes, ma'am.
So you go back to the registration and click, then it will take you straight to payment. At that time you present your payment, and once the payment goes through, you see the NDA comes right in front of you, a huge document, and then you just sign. Once you signed out and click OK, then you're all in.
Thank you very much.
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Yeah, hello, Benny. I have an objection for her, Sanusi. Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria, no matter I live in Ireland. Some of them, they are using their Nigerian account, Naira account. It doesn't work. What I'm telling Sanusi, if you are using Nigeria account, even if you try for 1 million times, it won't work unless you use your dollar account or you go back to our sister, which is Aisha, or Pastor Paul 360 to help you to make the payment.
Mr. Pius, please can you leave your phone a little bit? We are not seeing your face. I just
no.
Oh yeah. Are you seeing me now?
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you,
not
yes.
in Nigeria.
So what I mean, if you use your Naira account, it won't work because they don't accept anything up to $100. So what you have to do, go through Aisha or Pastor Paul 360 to help you for the payment because they have dollars account. Thank you very much.
So she is in the US, as she says. So you can go ahead and use your debit or your Visa or MasterCard.
All right.
That even makes it easier.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your question. We will talk about it again tomorrow. Brother Abel, come along, please. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, it's okay. I wanted to ask, the same questions concerning, the payments.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, but it's okay. Thank you very much because I'm facing the same issue now. That's all. Anyway, we gotta get the answer tomorrow, I think.
Certainly, sir. Thank you so much. We
You're
appreciate you. Thank you for coming, sir. Yes, sir. Brother Joseph, come along, please. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So please, though I'm coming late to the Zoom meeting, I was invited. Though the person that invited me explained to some extent, but still I don't understand the benefits of registering in this very platform. So I need to know or get more enlightenment. How do we benefit from it?
Okay. Engineer Mike, can you just give few benefits, if you don't mind?
I will allow Auntie Marie Penny to take that one. Auntie, go.
Auntie Marie, go ahead.
So the benefits of registering here with OnPassive is to give you an opportunity to change your life for better. Right now, if I don't know that any of us are happy with what we are doing right now, or if we are we able to extend ourselves to our extended family or to our neighbors and everything? So OnPassive gives us that relief, a monetary relief that you can use to extend and bless other people. If you were in this webinar, you heard about OBless. You can, if you think what you have is enough, you can use the excess to bless other people. You can uplift your family life and other people in your neighborhood. You may be in a place where there is no running water, or we do have roads that are not paved and we don't have electricity. So if you are in this OnPassive, you have that opportunity to extend your blessings to bless those areas in other in so doing, you're blessing other people. So OnPassive will give you that opportunity to use O Bless to bless the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Marie. So are you good, Mr. Joseph Okon, are you okay now? Okay, Dr. B, Dr. Patience, can you talk? Dr. B, we need to go to Dr. Bill Williams, please. After
Yes,
Dr.
please.
Patience, immediately. Thank
After
you.
Dr. Patient, yes, please. Dr. Patient, come along, please.
I'm talking on mute. Just want to give a shout out to you guys. Great job, great presentation. Dr. Beer, thank you for spending your Sunday with us. For our guests, please, we don't need to really drag you in, but we are telling you because we love you. It's really out of love that we see people like Njema Michael, all the other platforms holding webinar, calling our great leaders like Dr. Beer to come and spend time with us, because we don't want to be the only one that can afford to go on vacation, afford to bless others. There's a saying that more hands, the more the merrier, right? Many hands tie a bundle. We want our village to come so we can tie a bundle and fix our village. We want our community to be part of it because we can come together and fix our community. Dr. Bill, I was so amazed what he does in Kenya. Can you believe that if I had the funds and I joined him, how we can transform the health care system, not only in Kenya, we take it to other parts of Africa? So if you're a guest today, please, the person loves you, go back and just jump on board and you will never regret it. I think I joined very close to Dr. Engineer Mike there, November 30th, 2020. I remember the date so vividly. And my life has never been the same. First of all, we all joined because of the Mola, right? But you join and you see the heart of the company. I'm like, actually, I'm not even thinking about the money. I'm thinking, how will I bless the community? How will I change somebody's life? What footprint am I going to leave behind? So if you're a guest and they say OnPassive is a company with a heart, that is the heart. They all blessing somebody. Blessing somebody. So join us, join the OnPassive Bless team and all bless somebody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patience. At this moment, I want to at least introduce our Dr. Williams. Please give me a minute. Dr. Williams is one of the world top 100 doctors, a noted international speaker, a business coach #1, best-selling author and clinician, maintain and thriving dental practice in Suwanee, Georgia, which he recently retired from to concentrate on passive. Was Small Business Person of the Year in 2005, received Ron Ram Award from Christian Dental Society as the outstanding mission dentist in North Carolina in 2007. Please let us welcome our one and only Dr. Bill Williams.
Thank you, Benny. Dr. Benny, that's excellent. Thank you for mentioning some of those fun things I was able to do over my career of 46 years. It's been a long, nice journey, and I started teaching others probably after 5 years. So it's been 36 years I've been teaching others how to be more successful. And what Michael taught us today will make you successful. Excellent presentation, sir. I learn a lot from listening to my colleagues. You know, I bring you greetings from Ashma Farah directly, from the rest of the Leadership Council and the people that serve. All the leaders here are here serving those who are listening, who are not members yet, and actually training up the new members who haven't really learned all the details. And that's what we're here for. I want to give a special shout out to my latest team member who joined me just this week, and she was hounding me every day. Give me the link to come to this webinar. So she wanted to hear the newest, best information. The same day or two she joined. So Minu Miller, she's already spoken and said hello. She's my newest team member, joined up just this week, and she's hungry. And so that's the way everyone should be, learning from the leaders what's the newest information. And Ash is always saying, tune in, learn, participate, find out what's new, keep up, because we're on the countdown to magic. This is the countdown to magic. You know what magic is? That's when CATMO begins. CATMO was explained thoroughly by Michael because this is how the money flows. Someone asked a minute ago, Jason, I think, what are the benefits of being in OnPassive? Well, it really boils down to two things. You save money by what you buy and use online as products. You save money, but you also make money. You make money by being a member. You make money by the sales commissions you earn just by being a member. Without doing any work, you will earn commissions. That's the bottom line. So you don't need to get too complicated about what's the benefit of being in OnPassive. It's all good. And there's a lot of secondary benefits like serving your fellow man. Now, I did a number of videos. If you go to my YouTube video channel, you'll see 40 or 50 videos about aspects of OnPassive that you might not find in some places. And I try to approach it from a human standpoint about how do we interface with OnPassive in our lives. And it's not about what OnPassive products are so much as, or how the structure of OnPassive works, but how do we interface with it in our lives? And one of them I talked about was the club analogy. Joining the club. And if you remember that, and it was the last video I actually did just a couple of weeks back, I talked about the fact that OnPassive is like a club for entrepreneurs. If you're interested in business and growth and income, OnPassive is for you. Now, if you're interested in service, I was in Rotary Club and our motto was service above self, and it was a service club of business leaders, and they're all over the world, in every city and town of the world, just about. So it's a very huge organization, volunteers who get together and serve the community. Well, service above self is what OnPassive is about. And so we're like a service club. We think of good projects and we go out and do things. That's what the old Bless mothership project is of OnPassive, is to go out and help other people. But you know, people show up on these webinars and a lot of people have fun getting to talk and get to know each other. And so this is like a social club. When I was in college, I was in a social fraternity, Beta Theta Pi. And it was something that would form the glue of society, where we would eat together, meet together. A lot of us lived in the same fraternity house, so we socialized. We set up social events like parties and dances and things like that. Football games, participation in sports, helped each other study. So OnPassive is like a study club, and it's like a social club. It's like being a family. And that's important because a lot of people don't have family and they want to belong. And so if you want to belong, this is a place you can. And I told Ash when we were at our meeting in Boston, I said, the kind of people I want to hang around with are the kind of people who would join OnPassive. People that are optimists, the people who are focused in the future. And that's what Ash said. He wanted people that were positive people who were future focused and knew that anything could be possible as long as you set your mind to it. And I think the last kind of group that the club you could join would be called a fan club. A lot of people want to join a club and root on their team. They want to see the team succeed. And so if you want to see our team succeed OnPassive, this is definitely the place to be because we're already on top of the world. We talked about the Burj Khalifa. We talked about the fact that we own the top floor. We talked about the fact that we're a unicorn company, over 1 million founders, and we already are worth over $1 billion. The value before we start is so large. And so if you're a fan club, of a sports team or of a movie star, you might find that there's somebody you want to be the fan. Like there's a lot of Marty DeGarmo fans out there, and there's a lot of Ashmit Farah fans out there. And so you may have a fan club mentality that you'd like to follow your hero, your icon. And that's okay. You know, everybody has people they look up to who are role models. And so if you can find a role model, they always say if the people you hang around with are the type of people you'll become in 5 years. So if you want to hang around what we call impassive heirs, you could become one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a nice feeling, right? A million of us hanging around together could become impassive heirs. And I'm always interested in people's definition of what will be an impassive heir. Ash kind of mentioned it yesterday, I think. He said, you know, there's going to be 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure earners. And somewhere in that range, an impassive heir starts. And I'm thinking everybody knows what a millionaire is. An impassive heir must be more. So, hey, I'm game. I could probably wear that label if somebody would, you know, create that. And Ash is doing that. He's creating the impassive heir opportunity for each of us to get to that point over a period of time. So those are the main things I wanted to say. The circle of influence that we have to wield is important as to how big our team will get, how big our influence will get, how big our income will get, how much difference we can make in the world. And so the more money you make, the more you can spend on helping other people. That's kind of the bottom line of how the Bless and helping thing works. The more we make, the more you can give away. And so there's no limit to what we can make. So there's really no limit to what we can give away and support other people. That's where the Trans-African Highway idea comes from, right?
That's
make enough to build it. Now, I know if you built that, they would come, because I've been on highways in Africa.
That's
I've
right.
been riding down the roads in Kenya. And I know that when the big diesel trucks come by and you're on that road on the cliff, there's not room for 2 cars and a truck. Something's got to give. And I've been in the car that had to back up going uphill on a cliff when a big diesel was in front of me wanting to come my way. So I think the big highway is a great idea. So I'll finish with this. Ash said we want to focus on the big picture. And the question is, where will you be in 23? It's not what the little pieces of the puzzle are that are greatly important, although we like to understand them. It's not important for each of us to learn how a data center works, as he said. It's not important that we learn all the intricacies of data security, internet protocol, the workings of the domain, which he covered this week past. But it is important that we focus on the big picture of what is OnPassive going to do for us so that we can build that family legacy, which is a thing you pass on to your children. The beauty of it all is if you set it up properly, you'll have a dynasty, not just a legacy. You'll have strength in your family, your community, your state, your nation that will form a dynasty, a powerful dynasty. And so we want to lay the infrastructure down for the family to be strong first. You know, protect your family from outside influences of poverty. And then you want to spread that out to the community and then the state and then the nation. Nobody should be traveling across the world to do good works until their family is safe. Mm-hmm. But once you've got yourself taken care of and your family, then go to all places that your heart leads you, whether it's across the street, across the river, or across the ocean. And you'll find your place. And once you find your place, just give it your all. Where will you be in 23? That is the question. So I give a shout out again to all my buddies that have showed up today on this. And I put a link over in the chat box earlier, and I'll put another one in now at the end about the 10-day prescription for success, which I've shared several times. And all that is a video idea that talks about increasing your circle of influence so that you bring people in who can make a difference. Not only do you want to make a difference for those who have needs, but you want to salt your team with people who are leaders, who are influential, that will be the engine of power behind your team. You want influential people to join on passive. You don't want people who are just needy. You'll march a lot faster if you have a few generals and colonels and majors in your army, not just privates and corporals, if you understand what I mean. So we are looking forward to having wonderful results when we get the countdown to the magic going, the Catmo's flowing, and I think Ash said it's going to be just very shortly. As we finish the founder position in the next days, week, 2, I don't know. He hasn't given us a date, but he knows it. When that founder position ends, you can't get anybody else in on your team that's a founder. They'll all be customers from that point on. So it's very critical for everyone listening to maximize the time. And that's why the 10-day prescription for success is so important, because it really focuses you on daily activity to do something now to finish up. And we don't know the date that we finish, but it's like Noah was told that the rain was coming. And at some point he saw the drops forming and the rain started, and it never let up.
That's right.
But I'll tell you what, Ash has already told us the rain was coming, and he's already told us that the founder position is ending. So I think the drops are forming on passive. The water is rising, and the door to the ark is fixing to be closed. You jump on board now, or you may be swimming for a long time. Thanks for having me over.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So we are going to start asking you questions, if it is okay.
Yes.
All right. Brother Rogers, do you have anything, please, before I proceed?
Yes, madam. First of all, I want to thank you so much, Dr. Bill, for coming. Talking about role models, I want to start there. You are my role model, Dr. Bill. From you, I've learned. I've learned humility from you. I've learned accomplishment from you. I've learned the character of giving and sharing. Talking of role model, Sylvie Wanji is my role model. She brought me in a program where I'll be part of a great project, which is Mission for Africa. Dr. Benny is my role model because the day the guy registered me didn't know anything. Dr. Benny come on, be after me, talking about the business, taught me a lot. Mark Ojotambia, man, you are my role model. Bob Takusi, you are my role model. Marcin Emedo, you guys are my role model. Nyaboro Gradis, you guys are my role model. Marty DeGamo, you know, Michael Williams, all of you guys. And then talking about the benefits of non-passive. When you join non-passive, you have a family. There's nothing better like a family. When I say this, let me explain myself. We in Africa, your neighbor can wake up in the morning. If he didn't see you for 2 days, 3 days, he will knock at your door. In America, it's not easy because everybody is busy in America. And if you have somebody who can call you in the morning and say good morning, if you know that there's somebody that, like one day I called Marty DeGamo because I have an issue, this guy picked up the phone. He has never seen me. He has never seen my big head, but he talked to me, answered my question. Chris Johnson talked to me when I have an issue. This is a family. This is the first greatest benefit that you have when you join OnPassive. The second benefit of OnPassive is you learn how to give. You learn how to care. You see how people are caring. You see how people are sharing. You pay your debt. My student loan is gone. And when you join OnPassive, your dream come true. I will take care of the orphans. I will fight for women that have been abused. That's one of my greatest benefits. I will travel in a war zone to see what the kids are going through. That's one of the greatest benefits. One of the greatest benefits of OnPassive. From now on with OnPassive, when I go to bed every day, I will know that because of me, somebody has a glass of water. He's going to bed praying God to help me, to bless me abundantly. This is one of the greatest benefits. Sharing is caring. One of the greatest benefits in OnPassive is stop being lazy. As I was talking to my son the other day, he said that when you retire, when we do, I said, no, when I retire, I apply for a job in OnPassive. He said, what is that? I said, going around helping those that are in need, the homeless people.
Okay.
And I said, when I park my car at the gas station to fill my tank, after filling my tank, I will make sure my neighbor who's coming have something to put in his tank. He said, what is that, Daddy? I said, it's to make sure that an orphan who live in Kenya, in Cameroon, in Tanzania, in India, have something to eat. He can go to school because I have academy. And I'll be able to go to my village in Bazoo, hire some teachers and say, I'll pay for you, take academy, teach the children. You don't need to be worrying, I don't have guys to go teach in school. No, you will do that. I will help a woman like Sister Wanji Sylvie who have a business. I will say, I can send traffic to your business. They can move forward. I will travel. I will build orphanage. This is one of the biggest advantage. And I'll be part of Trans-Africa Highway. Isn't that amazing to join a team like this? Please, if you're out there, don't say, I will see you tomorrow. No, I saw Brother Pius dancing earlier today. I said, Brother Pius, I wanted to join the party with you. Come on, guys, let's join the party. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Michael, Engineer Mike. Thank you again, Dr. Bill. May God lead you. All of you guys, I love you. You are my sister, you are my mother. And you ladies, I will stand for you against violence till I die. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brother Rogers. Thank you for your support. We love you so much. Thank you for coming as well. Brother Sin, are you a founder?
He can speak after Dr. Benny. Let's go, Dr. Bill, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's concentrate on
Okay,
Dr.
at this
Bill now.
moment, I am going to ask my own question. We have 5 questions at the moment, and I am number 1. Hopefully, let me ask my own question. Who is Dr. Bill Williams? And what is your own passive journey till death? Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's kind of like a biography question. So I am, I'm familiar with that answer. You know, I've been living with myself for 72 years. And my mother says every time I have a birthday, she would call me up and she would say, I'm glad you were born. So I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I lived most of my life in the South and have graduated from Auburn University and a BS in chemistry, went to the Medical College of Georgia as a dentist, practiced for 43 years, all in the area of Atlanta, Georgia. And I got the bug to teach about 5 years in. And so I started teaching dentists all over the US Canada, Italy, Japan, spoke in many, many countries, and got interested in, first it was TMJ head, neck, and chronic pain, as far as beyond the normal dental things that most of you know about, drilling and filling, pulling teeth. So when I got involved in chronic pain and treating headaches and things, it was really what we would think of as a wellness kind of a practice. And then I grew into implants, dental implants. I got interested in cosmetics and building perfect smiles. Somewhere along the line, I started looking into lasers and became a laser dentist. And I learned orthodontics in the early part of my career. So I started doing braces and Invisalign. So I became what's called a decathlon dentist. You know, in the Olympics, you do 10 different sports. You call it decathlete. So I was a decathlon dentist. I was pretty much trained in every aspect. And so I taught dentists how to be technically good for the first half of my career. The second half, I focused on marketing, management, communication, leadership, so that I would teach my dentists to be more effective. And I wrote my books on practice management. And one of the concepts that I taught was the $10,000 a day dentist. So it was common for a dentist to produce an average of about $5,000 a day. And I would always say, well, that's not enough to have any abundance. You know, your whole staff is kind of getting paid a low wage and you're just barely making it if you're doing that. So I said, what if you could be more effective and efficient and work less hours? And so I became a master of how to be smarter and not work harder. And that's kind of what Ash has kind of come up to too, is, you know, he's teaching us how to be smart and not have to toil all the time for our income. So I did that. About 2 years ago, a dentist in Dublin, Ireland told me about OnPassive, as we were talking about this wellness that we were doing already, wellness product. And she said, you might like OnPassive. She wasn't too excited about it. She was kind of just like, it was something she had, but she wasn't doing anything. And I looked at it and I go, this is a marketing system that I think I could use. And so as soon as I got into it and started learning about OnPassive, however, I realized with all my background that this was big. I'd always been teaching MSI technology, multiple source of income technology, to people. For 30 years, I've been teaching you need an extra source of income, not just to be a dentist, not just to be a carpenter. You needed to be more to protect yourself and your family from something being able to take your income away from you. And certainly the COVID crisis did take a lot of people's income away suddenly. And so it was perfect timing for me to join in at OnPassive. And I made a video that talked about multiple sources of income being valuable. And Ash saw it and said immediately that he wanted me to join the Leadership Council. So that's kind of how I got started, by spilling the beans on what I thought was important about OnPassive. And people in high places saw it and said, this is good. Cindy Hopkins saw the video first, showed it to Ash. And that's how I became noticed. And that's kind of a lesson for anyone. The more you put out positive vibes and talk about something that you're passionate about, the more people will notice you. And you can go places. A long time ago, I learned if you don't have, it's because you haven't asked. So don't forget that, knock, seek, knock, and ask. So that's who I am. That's what I do. And I'm now retired, except I'm working harder than I used to when I was a dentist. Good first question. Good first question.
Thank you. The next question will be Sister Marie Pendy. Go ahead.
Dr. Bill Williams, thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We appreciate you coming here and enlightening us. Throughout your career, you have performed to help yourself. You've seen through things and you have found a heart of giving back. And you continue to give back. Then you stumbled into OnPassive. I appreciate you for being one of the pioneers or founders in this OnPassive. Without seeing anything, you knew that this was it.
Mhm.
Throughout this webinar, we've heard Engineer Mike presented different products and different aspects of OnPassive. We have panelists who have asked questions about OnPassive to understand the different parts of OnPassive. We have heard answers and we've appreciated every one of them. So my question to you, Dr. William, Dentist William, as we will say in Cameroon, can you make us understand in your own version of understanding about OBLESS, how will OBLESS be used to impact our lives, the society, especially the general public, specifically the areas where it's poverty-driven? How would OnPassive impact those lives? Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Good question again. OBLESS is the mother program or platform of all OnPassive, according to Ash. It's the premier one that we want to face the public with. It shows our heart. And Ash's heart is there to give back. The old saying is, if you've been blessed, then it's your turn to bless others. And as we understand it, as you come into OnPassive, we are in it to win it. And I always say we've already won it, because if we're in it, we've already won. It's just a matter of time before the apples fill up, the apples signifying rather the dollars. The apples will be in our wallets. And so we can give once we have something to give. I always tell people you can't give from empty pockets, so you need to fill your pockets up first before you can start giving. And from that overflow, we can give to people. OBLESS is a platform that's going to organize giving. It's going to motivate people to give in bigger ways. It's going to give a platform for people to put out what their projects are. And those who resonate with that project can donate to it around the world. We'll have millions upon millions of people who are in OnPassive, and each one of those will have a potential to want to join and support some project in OBLESS. Some people may want to actually set up a project to be one that people will give to. And so it needs to be a proper project that's vetted properly by the OnPassive team. Somehow, we haven't heard how that's going to happen, but the OBLESS program and platform is going to allow us to highlight good projects. And so if you have one that's necessary in your area, it's going to be able to be focused on your area if you set it up. Now, like we went to Kenya 10 years, 12 years in a row, built all kinds of buildings and had clinics, medical, dental, spiritual. And so when we went for 10 years in a row, we did a little bit each year, and we encouraged the people and taught them so that they could continue the work we were doing. It was not giving them fishes, but teaching them to fish in each area. And so some of that legacy that we left is still going on, and the people we taught are still doing missions under their own auspices from something we started. So OBLESS can take many forms. It can be something you start and get going, and then let the people in the area keep pedaling once you've left. So that's like a short-term mission project. Or it can be a long-term project where you set up a co-op, and then that co-op just keeps running continuously forever. So that's another way to do it. I know the clinic we built in Kenya in a little town called Old McKinney, we built it and there was 3 stores in the town when we started that project. We were the 4th building in that town, a medical clinic. And by the time 10 years was up, there were 150 stores surrounding that medical center. And that little village turned into quite a metropolis. And that's the way things work, you know. You start here and it builds. OBLES is going to be used to start up new companies. It's not just for charities. It could be a great idea that needs funding. And so if you want to bless somebody who has a technical idea, say one of Michael's friends has a new software design, he wants to get it out, well, he can go through OBLES and put out a project setup and say, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do seed money. And he can do something like that, a GoFundMe type of a program and venture capital type of program. I don't know how that's going to work, but there'll be guidelines and it'll be worth looking at who can help people start being more successful in business that way. So it's a good project. It'll work to support economies, not just give to the poor, but give to the innovative, to the people with a genius mind, because we need those kind of people to bring our economies up also. Thank you. Good question.
Just a little quick. I work in the healthcare industry, so I do understand a little bit of what you have been going through, working with doctors and nurses and everywhere. My goal is to build a state-of-the-art hospital and provide healthcare for free for those who are not able to afford it. Dr. Williams, do you think that is possible?
Well, yeah, it's possible. Let me give you my experience in working in that. We have a thing called the Good Samaritan Health Center here in our area that I'm part of, that I worked in as a doctor. And I've also been on the board when we were building it to grow it and make it bigger. And what we found was this: there's models of healthcare for the poor or disadvantaged that work, and there's models that don't work. And in our area, the ones that were for the poor, that were free, all went bankrupt. Now, why is that? They don't have enough funds to do the job right. And so the quality of care is low, or the hours of service are few. And so you can't get doctors and nurses and administrative personnel to work for free. You know, you're not going to get volunteers anywhere to work for free. And so if you got the providers working in a clinic that are asked to work for free, you basically are going to struggle. So you have to have income. You have to have income to pay people a normal wage to keep them. Nothing is worse than a part-time doctor who shows up every now and then whenever he feels like it. That's not healthcare. And that's what you get if you ask for volunteers. Very rare to get a full-time volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
So what we found that worked was a reduced fee clinic where they could get the work in the clinic for 25% of normal, which is basically half of the cost of providing the service, and the donations to the service from others on the outside with a good heart actually pay the other 25%. And we were a nonprofit, so it was like, that's why we could offer services 25% of the normal cost, because 50% was being generated by donations, 50% was being generated by patients paying a little bit. So that's just one point I wanted to make. as you look to set up something, free doesn't work as well as somebody having a little bit of skin in the game, and having a qualified staff on board is more important than being totally free. Now, if All Passive can pay for it and everybody's happy, that's a different ballgame.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Marie, for your question. The next will be Sister Alexandrine.
Dr. B, you forgot the two people with a hand up, please.
Yes, we want to ask the question first because we don't know whether they are, we don't know at any time Dr. Bill will be leaving. Please.
Yeah, let's finish with the question. Thanks, Dr. B. Go, please.
Thank you, Dr. Benny, for giving me the floor. Thank you, Engineer Mike, for sharing your knowledge. Welcome, Dr. Bill Williams. It's an honor to have you with us today. This is my question. What should we expect from the mega marketing campaign launched in India, announced by our CEO?
All righty, I've been thinking about that one myself, and so this is my personal answer, not the official answer. Ash didn't call me up and tell me what he was going to do. I'm not quite as close as some people think I am. I don't have a back door to Ash anytime I want it. So, given that, the marketing campaigns, I understand the marketing campaigns before launch to be a testing time to check on several things: the money flow through the organization, the conversion rate of some of the programs that we're using to see how well they're converting, to see if they match what our expectations are. And so when Ash unleashes the marketing campaigns, and he said he's going to do it very soon, what's going to happen is he's going to bring people in under the existing founders. And if they do it before we announce the finish of the founder positions, they'll be called founders. If he does it after that, they'll be called customers.
Okay.
Now I'm having to think, well, we've got to have some things delivered to us before we can have customers, because when we have customers, that means we got to have everything finished. A customer is expecting everything to be finished. So I'm thinking they're going to come in as founders when we're doing the marketing campaigns initially before global launch to the public, and they can become customers. And then here's something else he told us. He said 3 and free, and then he said at the launch period we go green, you'll be green. And so those two things mean this to me. If it takes 3 people in your group to kind of pay for the monthly subscription fee, then maybe he's planning on having enough marketing campaign go through to the point where we have 3 people in our group as founders before we actually start having customers. So if it's green when we launch, that means we've got the 3 in there. Those are some assumptions that I've made. Could that be true? Well, it could be, but you got to realize what that means to OnPassive as a whole. Instead of 1.3 million, you add 3 under each of us, and so that's 5.2 million. Is that a wow factor to you? Can you imagine 5 million founders?
Wow.
Think about it. I mean, that could be logically true, that he wants to do that. And so it's just a matter of supposition that that'll happen. But wow, I think the marketing campaigns are going to be multiple and varied. He did say that they're going to be across all existing mediums and some things we've never heard about. And I think most of it's going to be online and digital, but he said a lot of it's offline, a lot of it's TV, radio, print ad. So who knows? We're in the branding campaign right now. the marketing campaign starts soon. How soon that marketing campaign starts and you can actually sell something is only known by Ash. And you kind of indicated it's coming really soon. Good question, though.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's enough to make you lose a little sleep, though, right?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, Sister Alexandrine?
Oh, of course, Dr. Benny.
Good job.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bill. It was
All right. Sister Eunice, you're next.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, Eunice.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to ask my question. Engineer Mike, great presentation. Dr. Bell, we are so delighted and privileged and even blessed to have you among us. We know you have a very busy schedule. Thank you for taking your time off and spending time with us. My question goes like this. Where do you see us founders or OnPassive in 2, 3, 4, or 5 years, Dr. Bell? What do you think? Thank you.
Where will we be in 23? You kind of got it right on hit the nail right on the head. Eunice, you should know my mother-in-law's name is Eunice.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Fantastic.
Where we will be. I did a video last year that was in the year 2525 or the year 2025. And it was taken from the idea from a song by Zager and Evans that was popular when I was young in the year 2525, which was just looking into the future, saying, where will man be and where will the earth be and what's the future like? And so I've thought about that, and where we're going to be is in a place most of us have never been before. That's the first thing. Most of you have never been there. You remember Tony Monk talking a lot about his past life, where he made it before he lost it? Well, that's kind of where we're all going to be. We're going to be in that place that we've always wanted to be, but it was always hard to maintain. You know, I've had some great days and great years in my life, and I think the best year I had as a dentist, I'll have better in OnPassive. I'm always telling people I think the income from OnPassive is going to be better than that of a doctor. And most people think doctors make a lot of money. They don't really make a lot, guys. They just make more than some people, but the really big income earners in the world, they're salesmen. They are people who start tech companies. I mean, the business owners. So there's people that make a lot of money. I mean, there's a few like sports stars and movie stars, but they're kind of special people. And we're average people. The average person in OnPassive is going to do more than some of the most talented people in the world in terms of professions. So where are we going to be? We're going to be better off than we were. And because of that, we're going to have a lot more options in life. And so options means what? It's different to different people. But if you have options in life, you can travel. So a lot of us are going to travel to places that we've never been, that we want to go. So it's our bucket list. And so my bucket list, and I've been to 56 countries around the world. And I've been to places that I think should be on everybody's bucket list. South Africa, Cape Town, Bali, Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, USA. I could go on and on. It's so many places. I want the plains of the Serengeti in Tanzania. I mean, there's never an ending number of places to go. I still haven't been to the fjords of Norway or the sheep ranches and beautiful scenery in New Zealand. So I've got places to go. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to India. There's just places that everybody has in their heart that they need to go visit. So that's the first thing. Second thing is you're going to educate your kids. You're going to have college fund money, no problem. They go to any college they want to that they can get into if they study hard. They can have any profession they want to choose. They can live in a different zip code, as people say, improve your location, drive a better car, wear better clothes, eat better food, you know. So you'll be able to do things for yourself. And then Ash says you probably don't need to worry about what your own personal situation is going to be, because you're going to have everything you ever wanted. And then he says you're going to be able to look around and say, I've got this and I don't need more. I've got extra. I'm going to help somebody else. And he says, help one person, help one situation, help this group of animals or this planet be safer, healthier, cleaner. He says, if you can do one thing to help somebody, you've succeeded in fulfilling the mission of OnPassive. So I think that's one thing we're going to do is we're going to look around and find in those few years in the future, we're going to find something that is a thing we're passionate about, that we can wrap our hands around, like Chris Johnson and homelessness. My passion actually changes every 10 years. I told this to Ash, and I think it kind of shocked him, but I have a different view of things. As I mature, I'm not the same person. And I was this 10 years ago, and I'm that this year. And so I focus, heavily on one thing and do it well. But after 10 years, I'm ready to do something else. And so that's kind of the evidence that I've shown all my life, teaching this for 10 years, teaching that for 10 years. And I think that you'll find a passion that you have. So we're not going to be worried so much. We're going to be thinking more about what can we do to help others as opposed to surviving ourselves, because survival is already handled. That a good answer?
It's a very good. Can I ask another question quickly, please? I know we are running out of time. I watched one of your videos where you teach us how to make 10,000 a day. I watched that video at least 5 times. Now, my question is, do you think as founder, we will get to that stage whereby we will be making 10,000 a day? I'm not saying now, in the future, maybe in 4 or 5 years. Do you think we can get to that stage whereby we are making that amount of moolahs, apples?
Sure. Yeah, in dentistry, there's specific tasks that I taught my team to accomplish every day. I boiled it down and divided it into 10 different areas. 5 different areas, 20 tasks per area. So I had 100 things that we did every day. And if I got all the people on the team to follow those rules of activities, we would always be successful and always meet our goal and always have success. And so you can apply those same principles to any situation, even OnPassive. So I think it's a guarantee. If you want to have $10,000 a day income from OnPassive, you can do it. Now, here's the thing. OnPassive won't do it for you, guaranteed, but they will allow you the access to do it. Here's a good example. We talked a day or two ago about domains, and everybody that heard the lecture on domains by the tech team, and then Ash came on and talked about it. That's one income center, having domain sales. Well, on passive, we've got 50, 60, 100 income centers that we can generate income from. And I know if I took any one or two of them, I could make $1,000 a day from them by marketing them specifically to niches. Now, OnPassive is going to do a good job with that for us, and it may take 5 years, 10 years to get to $10,000 a day as a number. But I know if I took my own personal interest and applied some principles that I know, I could start creating $10,000 a day within months. So if you're a marketer, if you're focused on applying what we're going to be given, the tools, and use them, you can get there, not just in sales of OnPassive, but you can put other products into the e-commerce systems like OCommerce, Omart, OShop, Ocademy. You put the things in there that make money, and it'll start adding up for you too. So that's my answer is yes, it's possible. It's going to take a good while for it to happen under not OBless, but under OnPassive doing it for you through the OCreate selling just the OnPassive products. But with Ash's expertise, we'll probably get there a lot sooner than most people think.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I believe you are satisfied, Sister Ines, right?
Sure.
All right.
Very much so. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have two more before Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, just hang on, please. Sister Naka, please come along with your question.
Hey, thank you, Mama Africa. I call her Mama Africa. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And welcome, Dr. Benny, Dr. William. I think I've been watching your videos too, and your number one fan is my sister Kemalu. She's in a webinar here. She told me about the work you're doing with doctors in India. So she wrote her memory in plants, all healthcare and how to eat healthy to be healed. So just to let you know that you have your fun here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really watch your video. When I see your video, I see somebody who is really humble. Apart, you are a doctor, you have everything it takes to be really bold and arrogant, but here you are very humble. I'm really impressed with your attitude, and I think you are my model. So now I have a thank you for everything you do in Leadership Council. And I say thank you to our Grand Royal who is here too from Leadership Council. Thank you all the leaders here. Thank you, Michael, for your wonderful presentation. And I'll go ahead and ask my question. I know you've been in this company a long time, and you see all the changes all these 3 years. And now we are in Dubai. So my question is, what can you tell us about OnPassive's presence in United Arab Emirates? Thank you, Dr. Bill.
Oh, thank you, Naka. That's a very nice thing you had to say about what you feel about what I'm doing. And I do try to be humble, but it's hard sometimes to to fit in. Sometimes you're peer group is different. And I worked on normal people all my life. And so I learned to fit in with normal people. They were my patients. So I was dealing with everybody from, every age, every race, every creed, every background, many languages. Because I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, that's a very international city because we had the Olympics here and people from all over the world live in Atlanta. So I learned to be, quite a variable person as far as interacting with people. And then I'd go to my dental meetings and I'm with only one type person, just dentist. And that's a stuffy group. So I enjoy being in the fun group of people like my patients were more than I do among the dentists, because, you guys are more open and you don't quite, like you said, some of the dentists are out there, some of the doctors out there are kind of arrogant. So it's that way, I guess they think they have a right to be, but I think we're all normal people that just got in the best place. So your question was related to Dubai. Yesterday, I was talking to a lady that I was introducing to on Passive, and she says, I have a home in Dubai. I live in the T999 Towers. So that was kind of interesting. She made a fortune in her previous business, and she had bought a home in Dubai. So this was a multimillionaire who was living in Florida, but also had a home in Dubai. And to me, Dubai was always a place over there until my son moved to the Middle East. He moved to Doha in Qatar, which was next door to Dubai. And so I learned a lot about Dubai and how it's the hub of tourism in the entire Middle East. And essentially now it leads the world in tourism. The most visited city in the world is Dubai. The most people come to Dubai every year of any city in the world. And so if that's the case, as tourists, then we're talking about some serious numbers, millions. And so Ash Mafara, our CEO, understood all this. And so he centered his office in the #1 city in the world. And he also centered it, and it's a new city. When we talk about cities, this is a brand new city. It was built up within the last 20 years. You look around the world, Singapore and Shanghai and Dubai, Doha, these are cities of this century. They're not Rome, they're not London, they're not Moscow, they're not even San Francisco and New York. That's the cities of the last century. So we're talking about the new cities of the new century here. And we are engaged in putting our stamp on that city like no other company has ever done in the history of the world. In the #1 city, we own the top floor of the top building in the tallest building in the world. We own the second floor down, 15 floors below. And we're also building innovation labs and offices in Hyderabad, as well as in Dubai City, Internet City in Dubai. And so we have multi-position places in Dubai. We have our #1 branding campaign in Dubai. We have our COO engineer in Dubai, who's in charge of many things there. And I think one of them is our big physical product that's going to come out soon. And so we're really looking forward to being a force in the Middle East and then respectively throughout the world. One of the goals that Dubai has is to lead the world in green energy. They know their oil is running out, so they want to discover and promote new sources of energy. And so, we hope, we would like OnPassive to be part of that solution. And so that's one of the things that we're all waiting to see if that's going to happen. If we can be part of the world solution on clean water, clean air, renewable energy, our future is more than bright. I've often told people, I think the physical products may outstrip the digital products in importance to the world as time goes by. We shall see. It's good to think about and lose a little sleep over, right? So that's Dubai. It's a big deal. And I'll tell you a sad story. Sad story about Dubai. My dental partner is from Iran, originally immigrated to the United States and became a dentist in the United States. Well, when she got married, she wanted her family to come. And since they lived in Iran, they couldn't come to the US too easily. And so they all went to Dubai. And she went to Dubai and she asked me to come to the wedding in Dubai. And I said, no, sounds like too far. Not good timing. Can't go. I didn't go. And I so wish I had gone now. I didn't know much about Dubai back then. Now that I know about Dubai now, I wish I'd gone. But I promise this, next time I get an invitation, I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bill. Thank you.
Sister Naka, are you satisfied with your question?
Very satisfied. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Last but not the least, Sister Judy, come along, please.
So after Judy, we have Ohawa will ask her own. Thank you, Dr. B.
All right. And then from there, Singh and Francis, okay? Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Mike, Dr. Benny, and welcome, Dr. Williams, Dr. Bill Williams. Correction. I just have a simple question. What would your words of encouragement be for the new guests on this webinar today?
Encouragement comes from understanding that if you're in, you've already won. If you need something to make your path easier in the future, OnPassive can be that. It can be a light on your path to open up and see things more clearly, because it's going to make things easier for you. It's going to make things more possible. You know, a lot of people don't see possibility because they don't understand how it can happen. And so they don't give their mind the freedom to think outside that box.
Right.
And I've always been a thinker that anything's possible, that I don't have to stay within the box. I can always get outside the box to do things. And that always served me pretty well, because nobody ever told me I couldn't be an international speaker. Nobody ever told me I couldn't write a book that was a bestseller. I just said I was going to do it, and it happened. And so that's the way OnPassive is. It's going to allow you to do the things you always wanted to do, but didn't see the possibility. I mean, it's a stage. If you look at all the people that are leaders in OnPassive, many of them, they never had a clue that they'd be on the international stage, speaking and leading and getting the rewards that they'll get. Mark my words that the rewards that will come to people that are in OnPassive, and particularly the ones who become leaders, will be significant. So that's an encouraging thing to think about, that the potential you have is much better in OnPassive than not in OnPassive. Your life is going to be stuck in a rut, and you may not get out of it. A rut is just the ditch, you know. I don't know if you want to be in the ditch all your life or if you want to get on the road and go, but I think jumping on a vehicle like OnPassive would be a ticket to something that you want to do in life. And that should encourage you to know that you can do what you want to do, not what you have to do.
Thank you.
You bet.
I've been on different roads before, but this is the best road I've ever joined. I'm looking forward to the very top. Yes. And thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Judy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Judy, for your question.
Thank-
Sister Hawa, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mama Africa. Thank you so much. What an opportunity, what a presentation, what an evening. This is really astonishing. I am really, really happy because as Dr. Bill Williams said, whenever we come to a presentation, we learn more things. Today, with the figures that our brother Mike gave us, I am really, let's say, very surprised because I didn't know that the figures are rising regarding the number of people that are connected. But who cares about the number of people that are connected online? Why do we care? Why are we excited? How a woman from Africa, a country that is not even known among the world, why am I interested in the figures? Because I was given the opportunity to be part of this wonderful, amazing, unique, how do you say, possibility. That's why I am here. As Dr. Bill Williams said earlier, right now, I am even shocked when I see people call me Amazon. I say, who am I? I am an Onpassivian. That's why I can dream. That's why I can have projects. That's why we have this platform at the O Founders Francophone. And we have groups that are taking care of eradicating poverty in the world, particularly in Africa. You know, we came out of the shadow because of Onpassive. So believe me, for the new founders, for the guests that are here, when you come to Onpassive and you join, you come from the shadow to the light and you can fulfill what you want to do. That's why I am here. That's why I can be proud. That's why I can even, how do you say it? How can I be next to Dr. Bill Williams? Me, Hawa. Nobody knows me. Because I'm an Onpassivian. And I used to see Dr. Williams. I see his smiling face. I've been in the United States because I'm a diplomat's wife. But I never had the opportunity to meet someone like Dr. Bill Williams. I met people only because my husband was an ambassador. That's it. But the relationship is not strong. It's not tight. It's not true. You know, it's not sure. It's not, how do you say, sustainable. But what happens here in Onpassive is sustainable relationship because it's built on truth. It's built on dreams that we want to make come true. Okay? So we can dream and our dream will come true because we will have the possibility to do it, to fulfill what we want to do. Let me just tell you my little story. I come from a family with 5 mothers. Okay, you're going to say 5 mothers. Okay, I'm a Muslim. My mother was the second wife of my father. And my father's elder brother had 2 wives. And the younger brother of my father had 1 wife. I see Dr. Benny, that is. So it makes 5 mothers in the same house because my father was a civil servant and he had the possibility. But we were not alone in our house because in Africa, 1 person works for 1,000 people. Believe me. I never had my room until I get married. And until now, I'm scared to sleep in a room alone because I'm not used to that. When my husband travels, I call my cousins to come and be with me because I'm scared to be in my own room. Or I can still talking on the phone with Onpassive until early morning when the light comes and then I start sleeping. You see, I come from that family. Sharing is what I grew up in sharing. Sharing what the little that we had. We used to cook 7 kgs of rice every single day. Okay, Dr. Benny, I'm not kidding. My father used to buy those bags of rice that are 100 kgs under the stairs of our building, and before 10 days, it's finished. So I am used to share whatever I have, and I didn't know how to make a big difference. And when my husband was ambassador in India, I was teaching English, French to some people, some diplomats' children, for free, sure. And then I realized that I wanted to be a translator because I was translating everything. Those African ladies that don't speak Francophone, they speak only French. They used to tell me, il a dit quoi, il a dit quoi, il a dit quoi, what did he say, what did he say? And then I realized that I was needed. And I said, okay, let me be an interpreter. Because I used to interpret for my husband while we were in New York, and he was a consul general of Senegal. So I went to do my diploma, my master's degree, and I became an interpreter, a conference interpreter. But the maximum of people that I had in a meeting was, let's say, 700 to 1,000 people. But with OnPassive, I do interpretation for more than 2,000, 4,000 people. Isn't it amazing? I realized that when you are in OnPassive, it reveals the best of you. Dr. Bill Williams, he said that he's retired, but he's working more than before. Why? Because he started helping people in Kenya and somewhere else years ago. And when he came in OnPassive, it just helped him to broaden what he's doing, to broaden what he wanted to do. And I am so amazed by his humility. We see people that are so important, but they are here with us and they chat with us. They don't have that big head. They just allow us to be normal people and to interact with them. This is OnPassive. And Dr. Williams, you know, I've been in India for 6 years, and this Ayurvedic program is very nice. I've been to the south of India, in Kerala. They have those plants that they are using, as Naka said, and I'm sure you're going to do a wonderful job with them. So this leads to my question, even if you spoke about it a little bit. As a doctor, with all those programs you have, I am sure you have a special program with OnPassive. Doctors with OnPassive. What is your program, Dr. Bill Williams? Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Hawa. You've had an interesting life and put it to use well, and we're glad you found your talent and interpretation to share here. We need it. My wish for the future involvement with OnPassive will probably take a lot of different turns and twists that I don't even know yet, but I know something that from my past I can use in my future. In the area of medical education, I've been a medical educator for 35 years. And I teach courses. I've got online courses that I've got already prepared. Maybe I'll put some up on Ocademy to teach practice management and to teach how to have a well-oiled team so that a medical practice can be efficient, effective. You know, if the human resource part of a medical practice, dental practice doesn't work, the team's always fighting against each other. And so you have to set up a system where the team gets together and pulls in the same direction. So we were good at that. You also have to interface with the patients so that they understand what their needs are and they have the information gotten across to them what you see. And I was always good at that. I was good at explaining what people needed, and they ended up getting what I recommended. And so I was efficient and effective, and people liked what I did. And so I teach that in my courses. And so I think using Ocademy to put some of that material out is going to be a big deal to help people. And if you look at what I did, just one person, I'm a part of an Academy of Dentists that Dr. Kinara Shaw and I are part of that has thousands of doctors in it. And we are looking to use Ocademy as one of our main tools to teach around the world, all the doctors in the whole world. So it's entirely possible if we can get Ocademy soon enough, we can employ that in our doctor group, and we can teach every aspect of medical care on Ocademy or at least, as a part of it with the Universal School of Health and the other programs. So there's a lot of possibility. And I think it all revolves around the use of the teaching aspects of Academy for the doctors. And then you go to the OBLES platform, and that's a whole different area of development, because that's a funding mechanism. So you could get funding done for missions all over the world with the OBLES program. And so between teaching and doing mission work and leadership communication, which comes from being a part of all of that, you can use your OConnect to have webinars around the world. What if you had 100,000 people on a webinar? You know why that doesn't happen now? Because nobody can afford the fee to pay for 100,000 people to be on a webinar. It would be so expensive for these other programs, the way they charged for anybody to get a mass audience. But, and I can see in OnPassive, we could have 1 million people on a single webinar if it was an important enough event. So you can teach people all kind of things, We need to teach people how to invest their money. You're going to have some money coming into the OnPassive wallets. We need to teach people how to maximize their investment, not just let it sit. So there's all kind of things that people might be interested in once OnPassive becomes millions of people. So there's a lot of things out there that we could do together, and OConnect is just one tool that's going to allow us to be having classes together, webinars together, and future is very bright for all of us.
All right. Thank you so much.
Dr. Benny, do you allow me? Just thank you so much, Dr. Billy Williams. And I was also teaching in New Jersey when I was in the United States. I was teaching French and Spanish at the college. So now what I was thinking about is that, you see, I have a cousin who had a problem. She wanted to become a nurse, but she didn't have the high school diploma that was if you don't have a special high school diploma, they don't allow you to become a nurse. Do you think that there will be a possibility for people, if they have a certain level of studies, to become a nurse or even a doctor via this academy?
No, not through Academy. What they're going to be doing in Academy is not certifying people. They're going to be the vehicle that people teach on, but they will not be the academy that is the university. There may be a time where there'll be a university in name on OnPassive, but right now you're going to have to rely on existing teaching groups and academies to give the certifications. And right now, the only people that can give a doctorate or a nursing certificate have to be accredited by the university in the country. And if you're in a different country, if you're in Senegal, you can't get a license to practice in America. You have to go to school in that country or pass a test in that country. So OnPassive is not going to be the certifying agency, is what I'm saying. That will still reside with the universities and institutions that already do that.
Okay, I just wanted to.
We will need our
it was just. Go ahead, doctor. It's cutting. I can't hear you. It's me, perhaps.
We will still need to get our prerequisites, high school diplomas before we can go to college, and we have to have our college diplomas before we can go to medical school, et cetera, et cetera. We're not going to replace the universities. We may be an adjunct to the universities, but we will not replace them at this point.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was just, before they were not doing it, but Dakar is a good university when it comes to medicine and all that, and all people are coming from the other African countries, so they made the bar very high so that they will select people. But at the beginning, they didn't do that. Thank you so much for your answers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Hawa. I know we don't have that much time, but Dr. Bill, we have 2 people, and there's one more somewhere, but please, Brother Singh, I know you have been waiting.
Patient.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir. Unmute yourself, sir.
Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Firstly, I would like to good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. The legendary founders here. Thanks, Mr. Dr. Benny. You gave me the precious opportunity to speak to in front of this LC members here on chair panels. This is Mr. S.P. Singh from Mathura, India, and working with OnPassive since 2020. Working with the OnPassive 2020 under the allied team of Mrs. Somlata Verma, India. She's a YouTuber. I've been completed my 30 years of service in the Indian Army, and after my retirement from Army, I joined OnPassive. And since then, I already used my word in for OnPassive. And S has been my favorite to very kind-hearted human beings, as I've known. He is only the soul on this planet to lift up the humanity. He has been produced the incredible work pertaining to the artificial intelligence softwares. Regarding Dr. William, I'm very big fan of you, sir. I ever seen your videos, speeches, and write-ups. Sir, whether I am also MBA, and you are certified instructor of guerrilla marketing, which is used for this to spread out the drive the this brand or awareness of products. Behind the caravan of Ash, there are so many legendary founders, but I know some particular founders, that is Mr. William, Mr. Ash, Mr. Dylan sir, and Mr. Jassi, as far as Indian is concerned. And I made a poem to would like to tribute in front of yourself. These my hearty words in their respect, I would like to produce it. So please allow me to speak, please. May I, ma'am? Hello.
Yes, I thought you have asked your question.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and ask the question,
no,
please.
Actually, yes, ma'am. Dr. William, I would like to tribute a poem for OnPassive as well as you also. So I tabbed it here itself. This future of OnPassive, you know, and this is a poem. In the coming days, OnPassive will be my costume and dress. Behind my every success will God and Ash. To climb to the goal where S dwells to bless, that you can see OnPassive is the key to success. The hurry of times and campaigning will affect. So in this swift rushing hour, we crowd and press. And do not pause to lay sufficient stress upon that good, strong, true word and earnestness. Its full and giant hub of artificial intelligence, might we grasp the secret of success. Dawn contentment in the world through OnPassive and S, that he visioned to establish peace, leisure life, and cash. And finally, legends like Mr. Ash, Mr. Dhillon, Mr. Jassi, and Mr. William, sir. Salute them with pride with the founders of Indian. Thank you very much, sir. And let's give me a big round of applause to Mr. Ash, William, sir, and Benny, sir, and Michael, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Singh.
Thank you, sir. Over to you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Brother Singh, thank you so much for coming, and we appreciate your support and your acknowledgement. Thank you.
ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Brother Francis, are you ready? Come along, sir. Unmute yourself, please.
Good day.
Good day.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, from Africa. And
Welcome.
nice to meet you. Yeah, David, nice being in this meeting with you, ma.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you so much.
want to have some questions.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. My number one question. Like, I am from Nigeria. Can you hear me? Yeah, like the last message that was posted on my group chats concerning OPASSIVE, that everyone should get their NDA documents signed up. And if you have any mistake with your signature, how can someone correct that? That is number one question.
Yeah, we can answer that question. Let me answer that one, then you can move on. The thing that's important about the NDA is that it's not blank, that it's not just a point or a dot or an X. It needs to just look like a signature. And all you have to do is wait for Ash tomorrow to open up, if he needs to, the NDA for people just to click back on it and re-sign it. He's gonna do that tomorrow. So be on the 2 o'clock meeting tomorrow and see what he says about the NDA. We just don't want anybody to go into the launch with a blank thing that doesn't have a signature. Some people didn't sign it correctly. It doesn't have to look particularly perfect. It just needs to be something that you say is your signature. And it certainly doesn't need to be somebody else's signature.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, good. My second question goes to you, sir. Dr. Bill, sir, how will all bless be a blessing to win Nigerians?
If you have somebody in Nigeria who has a project that's a nice one to benefit a group of people for a needy cause, then they're going to put a project plan together, and that project plan will need to be vetted, meaning that it's going to be approved, and then you can ask people to donate to it. It'll be donated to depending on the wishes of others. Nobody will have the ability to take money from anyone. They'll be donated to the cause. And so it's up to the person setting up the project to make it enticing and attractive and show the need, show the validity of the project. Now you could set it up from America and say, I'm going to bless Nigeria, or you could set it up in Nigeria to bless the local area yourself. It could work either way.
Okay, my question is, we learn from Africa, in short, we learn from all over the world. We are after the figures from OPASSIVE, because that's the main aim of joining OPASSIVE. So, like, we have been hearing for a very long time, and an old founder can be making or can be receiving at least $6,000 or $4,000 to $6,000 per month. Is that possible?
Well, we really don't have any specific numbers. You understand? All we can do is provide support for income to be made, but we don't promise any numbers. And if you look at all the different products we have and how much they cost and how much profit there'll be per product, you'll come up with some pretty good numbers down the road once we start actually selling them. But we don't have any specific projections to share with anybody, no.
Okay.
Right, Mike? Right, Michael?
Okay. That's good, sir.
Yes, Dr. Bill, we don't have no figures for nobody. Please just be in OPASSIVE and let's follow our lead from our CEO. He will lead us whenever he has some figures for us. Thank you.
Exactly.
You are in it, you win it. That's it. Thanks very much, Dr. Bill.
Thanks for your questions.
Dr.
What's
Benny,
that,
over
Mike?
to you.
All right. I believe I just have one more question from here. And after this, I think Dr. Bill, I know that he's tired. And One guy called Halesh, he stated, Dr. Bill, sir, tell me business table 1, 3, 10, 40, 120, 250, here or not here? I don't understand the type of question.
I don't understand the question either. So if he's available, come back on. And I'll answer one last question from my new team member, Menu.
Sure. Okay. Menu, come along, please. Oh. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, yes, doctor, just wanted to know if I could sign up my husband also under my name, or would that be conflict of interest, or can I sign my sister under me?
The recommended way to sign people up is under yourself, so that you build your team, and you'll always be able to get benefit when you sign up your husband under you. So if you get a membership, a position in non-passive, you'll go to your My Links and get your registration from your own back office, and then your husband would fill out that form, and he would be then under you. So that's the proper way to do it.
Okay, so is this too early of the stage?
Is what?
Is this too early to sign anybody under me? Am I still in the process of becoming a founder?
No, it's still time. You still got time. Soon as you can do it, the better, because we will run out of time to get founders. So the sooner you do it, the better for anybody seeking to add to their team.
Okay, I will reach out if I have any questions about that. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Reach out to your sponsor, and you know who your sponsor is.
Love you, doctor. Thank you.
Who else wants me to sponsor them? Oh, you're already all in. Too bad.
Menu, are you satisfied with your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. And thank you, Dr. Bill William, for introducing OnPassive to her. And she and her husband, or the entire family, will never suffer again. In Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen.
Hey, that's a prophecy right there. A blessing, a prophecy, and a prayer.
All right.
Pius wants me to sponsor him. He's waving his hand.
Yeah, Dr. Bill, you know, I don't want to raise my hand because I know you want to talk to me. Dr. Bill, you are so great. I'm so happy to have you today. That is why I'm spending time. I'm supposed to take my son for football training today, but I told him to take a taxi. I paid him so that I can be able to talk to you. So,
oh my goodness.
Thank you very much for everything you are doing for us. You know, some people like Francis from Nigeria asking how much to be making. He doesn't know. The money you are going to make, Francis, you are so young. Before you become to my age, you are multi-billionaire. So don't ask of how much you make. What you have to do to introduce this into your teams, build your teams, you make more money. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Bill. Thank you, my sister from another mother, Dr. Benny. And thank you, Haiwa from Senegal. Thank you all. Michael, I thank you so much. You are so great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You are all of you guys are so great. When you are talking about hospital, if you remember 2 years ago, I registered 10 accounts. Then I asked in a webinar, I want to build a hospital in my town because where I was born in a health center. In Nigeria, any health center, 1960 something, there's nothing like electricity, nothing like generator, nothing like nurse, not just cut and nail. So I want to rebuild that health center. I called my twin brother to start to acquire a land in my town, to acquire more than 3-4 acres of land, because I want to build minimum 3-star hospital. So we are not thinking of $1 here. We are not talking of $2,000, $1,000. We are talking of money, as Charles also said. Money is just also not looking for change. You're looking for money. So we all were looking for money. Don't think of no money. What you have to think now, use the small time we have. Say this thing to everyone. Even your enemies, talk to your enemies. Because when your enemies have that money, it will make you a good friend. Say it to everyone, everyone. My name in Ireland, if you greet me, I will tell you about OnPassive. In the meeting, if you talk to me after the meeting, you are hearing OnPassive. They don't call me Mr. Pius. They don't call me Chief. They call me OnPassive Man. And my family called me OnPassive Man. Even my wife, he came here. He said, hey, this OnPassive Man, you haven't taken your dinner. I say, I am OnPassive. I'm with OnPassive. I'm with Bill. So I don't need a dinner tonight. So everyone, thank you for everything, Mr. Bill. Anytime we invite you, you have to come to us because we love you so much. Thank you, Mr. Michael. Thank you, my queen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pius. We have our big sister in the house, Sister Sivi Wanji. Maybe she wants to say a word to Dr. Bill, then we'll close it up. Thank you very much, Auntie Sivi.
Thank you so very much, Engineer Mike, for giving me the floor. Let me, first of all, give you a big applause for what you've been doing so far for the community. We really appreciate it. Thank you to each and everyone who sacrificed his time on this day of Sunday to be here today. That is OnPassive spirit. If you don't have OnPassive on your van, there is no way that you can open the camera, you can log in to any webinar. We are all injected by the OnPassive, I'm not going to call it virus, but that is what it is. So thank you so very much, Dr. Bill Williams, for giving your time to be here today. That is a privilege to have you, because as we all know, OnPassive is huge. OnPassive is giant. We don't even know what we don't know. So by coming to the webinar every day like this, we learn a little bit. We are in the learning process. That's why this company is a movement. We are learning. When I joined OnPassive, I came with the spirit of doing business because I heard about artificial intelligence. But as I start going to the webinar, I saw another face of OnPassive, the compassion. And you amaze me, Dr. Bill Williams. During one of the webinars, where you show what you are doing in Kenya, it was impressive. I was touched. You are a man of heart. You are not here, just by a mistake. This is the place that you belong to. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm taking the opportunity today to say thank you to you. Because going in the midst of that forest and build what you built to help the needed, that's what we're looking for. And Mr. Ash Mufare gave us the opportunity to lift up humanity. I'm a person, altruist. What I mean by that, I love others. I love humankind. Before OnPassive comes, I used to help, but I didn't have the means, I didn't have the tool to attain my goals. Now, today, OnPassive gives me that opportunity. Just the fact that I will not do it by myself, because we now become a family, we will join hands and go all over the world and help people who are suffering, because the whole world needs us. Mr. Ash Mufare couldn't do it by himself. That's why, because of his genuine heart, the golden heart, he gave us his hand, and it's our turn to hold somebody else's hand. Please, for those who are here today, I listened to the webinar. I came late because today, Sunday, is my day. I have to go and praise the Lord. So I will always come late, but however we are together, I listened. For those I listened, I was happy to know that they've been touched. They caught the vision. But if anyone is here and still on the fence, please don't hesitate. Any MVT, any guest here, go back to whoever invited you. Like Awa, I was happy to know that she will register. And in Jamaica, told her to go back to whoever invited her. We are here to help. If her sponsor doesn't know how to help, we are all leaders ready to give back what we receive. This is a blessing. And I would like to say thank you to everyone and telling me, Dr. Bill Williams, that I can't wait for Impassive to be unleashed to the world so I can come to your academy to be part of the team, because I would like to, as a nurse, I would like to push further. I went to school in my country, I got all the diploma, but America gave me the opportunity to express myself. And today, Impassive, say that, soar to the very, very top, and I will reach that top. I'm already at that top, and I'm looking forward to Dr. Bill Williams to open the door to us so we can give what we know. Thank you to our Genius CEO. Thank you to everyone. I love you guys so much. That is part of our business. A business with heart. That is what it's about. Thank you so very much, and happy Sunday to all.
Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dr. B.
Thank you very much, Auntie Sylvie. We can't close without hearing from our own Auntie Helen Tala. She's there. Let's hear from you, ma'am. Then we close it with Daniel from PNG. Thank you, everybody. Auntie Helen, you're muted. If you're talking to us, please unmute.
Okay, now.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you now.
Okay. Good afternoon, good evening for those who are in Africa, Ireland, and Europe. It's always a good opportunity to be in any Impassive webinar, because that is where we learn. Every day we learn new things. Each time we attend a webinar, a new aspect comes up and we are flushed in our knowledge. What we know in Impassive, before joining, we didn't know that much. Now everybody is a technician. So we know a lot of things because of people like Mike and Dr. Bill and many other technicians that are in here, doctors and engineers who teach us more about the products of Impassive. So we are very grateful for Ash, who is our CEO. We are very grateful for the family who have been so open. I've never seen this kind of generosity that is decided to help people that he doesn't know. So we are so grateful, and we will pay forward when everything will be out there. We'll also go and help those who don't have. There are a lot of people, especially in Africa, in Cameroon, a lot of people suffering. So we'll be out there doing the good deeds, failing forward, and be happy. And that's our CEOs to be happy with what we are doing. So all of us are ready to move forward. I won't take it too long because we have stayed here. Thank you, everybody. It's always good to see you. Have a blessed Sunday and be blessed in everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Helen. So can we hear from Mr. Daniel Sani from PNG? Then Dr. Benny will close us. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Michael. I didn't expect you to call me on, but anyway, thank you very much. PNG time now is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning now. But I made an effort to come here at 1 o'clock and stay until almost daybreak. So thank you very much, Dr. Bill Williams. That's a good opportunity for me to thank you because I see a lot of your videos. I keep records for myself in my own file to view them. So thank you very much, Dr. Bill. It was very clear. And I'm very glad that I was able to attend this webinar to hear you speak. And thank you, Michael, for your excellent presentation. Because of you, I'm always following you. I'm making a commitment that every time I try, even though it's 1 o'clock in the morning when people are still sleeping, my family and my wife and my sons are already sleeping. They're still sleeping. They don't know that I'm already connecting here. But, one thing I like to attend webinars is to get myself educated about this business so that in Papua New Guinea, we have a lot of founders. They need to have clear information. So for them to get information, we as leaders, we must always be up to date with the latest updates and information. And in that way, we can transfer that knowledge and information to them. So that is one major reason why I stay late at night and I attend webinars around the globe just to educate myself so that I can pass the correct information to those founders. Because in Papua New Guinea, we have around 8,000 founders now, and most of them are rural people. They live in the village. There's no internet connection. Some of us who are in the city, we are fortunate to have internet connection, and we come here to learn. So thank you very much for the presentation. I learned a lot, and for me to talk to Dr. Bill Williams virtually and directly here is a great honor for me. And thank you for giving me the opportunity, Michael, to come here. And
Daniel, you're a superstar in your country and around the world already. So thank you for the effort, staying up late to hear little old me.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Bill Williams. Nice for me talking to you directly and giving your response back to me. I really appreciate that. Michael and also Dr. Benny, they always come to Papua New Guinea and encourage us and talk to us every time and educate us. ONPASSIVE has really forced us to learn and to upgrade our knowledge and to develop knowledge with the information you provided on this platform. So like as always say, ONPASSIVE forced us to be successful. He is also forcing us to learn and also forcing us to upgrade our knowledge and information and our skills as well. And that is very good. And I really thank you to everybody. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you very much. My love and greetings to all of you. And Dr. Bill Williams, one day you come to Papua New Guinea and we have a lot of tooth problem here.
You got some good food there?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Thank you. All right, Michael, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. That's a big leader in PNG. So Dr. B, over to you, please. Dr. Benny.
All right. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone. Most importantly, I want to thank Dr. B. Williams for coming, for honoring our invitation. We really, really appreciate you. I want to also thank Sister Amadine. To tell the truth, she was the one who gave me this summary about you. I have to respect her, and I want to thank her for the information about Dr. B. Williams. You know, sometimes you have to give credit where it belongs, right? So I'm giving her that credit. I want to really thank, hey, Sister CV, I didn't know you were here. Welcome, welcome so much. I'm so thrilled. Now, as you guys know, our CEO saw the vision, right? And there's something. Somebody sent him to us. And guess what? He did not refuse. He stated, either I do or I die, right? Now, our CEO, his main aim is to eradicate poverty and to uplift humanity. And again, he is here to correct corruption. We do have corrupted multi-level marketers out there, but he is here to correct it. The vision that he has seen, And I know that all of us have seen the vision. Most importantly, we do have more than 1.3 million, right? 650,000 came from India. They saw the vision. And I expect us to continue to spread the good news about OnPassive to our brothers and sisters. Why? We don't have that much time. Please, we don't. If you go to your back office, they say, buckle up. It's time, my brothers and sisters, even to your enemies, because I do have enemies. Let's spread the news. Thank you so much, Engineer Michael. Please, I would like you to end.
Okay, Dr. B, thank you very much. Man, Dr. Bill Williams has been with us for over 3.5 hours now. Thank you very much, Dr. Bill, to take from your busy schedule to honor our invitation. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all our global founders from Belgium, from Ireland, from Cameroon, from Nigeria, from the USA, Canada, everywhere. Thank you very much. If I start calling names, I'll leave out some and people will be like, oh, what's he doing? All you people are leaders, right? When you come to these webinars, you are leaders because you will be the people to take the news and send it to the other people who are in there, your team, right? And everybody we know that you are there, okay? So thank you everybody for coming. This is small founder here. You want to say hi to Daddy? You want to say hi to Dr. Bill Williams?
Hello,
Okay.
young man.
Hello. His name is Richardson. He's a proud founder. He's 3. Oh, he wants
Hey, Rich.
Yeah. Say hello, Dr. Bill. Say Dr. Bill Williams.
Richard from Papua New Guinea. Hello to you.
Say hello, Dr. Bill.
Hello. It's a mini me, a mini Michael.
I know.
Are you a shy
Hello,
boy?
Richardson. Richardson, you
Hello,
are rich.
they're greeting you. Say hello, mommy.
You are rich, Richardson. You are richer than your dad.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you are
Richardson.
born with a golden spoon.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
OnPassive.
Then we'll come, okay? Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. That's one of the youngest founders we have in OnPassive. He's a big guy. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Let's unmute ourselves and say hello. Bye to everybody. Hey, Olga, how are you?
We had more fun. Great fun. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bill.
I'm so excited.
Have a great end of the day, everyone.
Thank you all our guests. Super excited.
Thank you all our great founders.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
they
for
all
coming.
need.
Merci,
Have a
Dr. Bill
wonderful
Williams.
Hein?
Merci, Dr. Bill. Merci.
Merci à vous autant.
Au revoir.
Muchísimas gracias.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you,
Hasta
Dr. Benny.
luego.
Thank you, Brother Daniel.
Gracias.